Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go. Hello, and welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody.
And I am Amanada. Welcome. Happy Monday, everybody.
And who is this special little adorable puppy guest?
It's happening. Well, Josie from last week is officially adopted. Everything's totally done. And now I got this little puppy from this litter of all dogs with alcohol names. This is Whiskey. And she kind of had the biggest, dumbest face, and she's the most roly-poly. So I thought we would go all together.
She's so adorable. So she was part of the big litter.
What? It was like from the reservation. So they had like a good relationship with this foster company. So yeah, she's ready. She's very good. She's a good girl. Anyone lives in Calgary.
Little.
She's a mastiff and a boxer. She's only 3 months old. She's bigger than Walter and dead weight.
Oh my gosh. Our neighbors at my old house had a boxer mastiff mix, and they're great. He was amazing.
They're like the gentlest, but she doesn't make any
super
noise.
Gentle, don't bark.
Yeah, Walter is not.
Oh, well, she's so cute. Okay, hey, where can people contact this adoption dog adoption to adopt?
Pause for change.
.ca.
I don't know. Just look up pause for change.
Pause for change.
It's in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, well, we could talk about whiskey all day long, but today, we got lots of stuff to talk about. Of course, everything Browntown, everything from this episode 3. Is that right? Episode 3, season 19. Yeah. We're going to do a watch along. We're going to dip into all the Instagrams and the news from the Brown family. We're also going to talk about, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Real Housewives of New York, Golden Bachelorette, SNL, Love is Blind season 7, What's in the Rug TikTok. Did I say Golden Bachelorette? Oh, just like everything. So
a gold shower.
A big.
I made that joke earlier too, and Jody didn't laugh at it then either.
I did too. I did too. It was a really good week of TV. Oh yeah, and Coyote Pass sweatshirt. Check out our merch shop.
Yeah, fine. I
love that one.
So we probably promote that. We have like merch, and we're gonna make more. Nevertheless, she sized up.
Yes, go away, Aurora. It is in the works.
You're all adults. Bye. I don't know why we don't have that one.
Yeah, not sure. Also, Amanda and I have matching sort of updo little tangly downies today
because strong arm her into doing like matching bunnies because I had my curling iron plugged in. I'm like, oh, we can just be matching buns, but then she didn't.
You can pull it off. I tried one bun, and of course, like the one day I want it up, it doesn't. You can't get a good one.
I curled my hair 2 days ago and sprayed the shit out of it and have brushed it out and not washed it. So that's why it's like twice as thick.
Oh man, good for you. You just got good hair.
Hey, guess what? This. Look what that is. Check that out.
Oh, is that where it all happened?
Stare where it happened. Stare where it happened.
I've seen that, so I'm so glad you did. Well, hey, if you want more of that, check out.
Yeah, let's do housekeeping. Oh, wait, we have to play the video.
Oh, sorry. God, I got too excited.
This is so seamless.
Again, That is Robyn's actual kitchen.
Just a candid background shot while the camera crews are in the house.
Unbelievable. Well, check out Patreon this week where we are recapping all the old episodes of Sister Wives in Order. We're on season 12, episode 1, part 2, Meri moving. And man, she is laughing. She is laughing.
They have a secret.
They sure do. Also coming up on Total Request Podcast, a great episode of a little somewhat obscure show that seems to have a following, Small Town Security. We recap the pilot, and Joan is quite the character.
Yeah, not my Joan. That Joan.
No, and not Joan from the Golden Bachelorette.
No, not that Joan either. Really quickly, can I say,
Yeah.
I don't listen to Sister Wives podcast before we record because then people say, well, you guys just have the same joke as Ace and Caitlin.
Yeah, it gets in your head.
I just don't even listen. But then I had like 10 minutes while we were getting ready, and I'm like, well, let me just put on From the Fryer because I don't listen to them. I don't know them as well, so maybe they won't get in my head. And they started the whole episode off giving us a shout out. So hi, it's like it's exciting. I was like, Jody, you have to listen to this. So we're geeking out. Now we're just jerking each other off back and forth, but I don't care. Anyway, you guys are awesome. And yeah, so we should do a collab soon. You can be on that end of the year thing.
We should. I had a golden shower little transition there, but
I'm sorry.
This week on Girl Dinner, it's rub-a-dub-dub. What do we do in the tub? Yeah. It's our like shower, bath, self-care rituals, because that's what Girl Dinner is. It's whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
Well, it kind of delved into like us talking about like our deep-rooted mother issues and never feeling good enough.
Oh yeah, that happened too.
Yeah, kind of got away from us a bit. But anyway, we showed products that we use in the shower.
Yeah, we sure did. And I have a little shared item to share with the group while we're watching Sister Wives today. It was like, one of those things where I just had to hate myself a little bit more. So let's just get into things, because we have so many. I feel like this week on TV and streaming services were just lit. There was a new season of Unsolved Mysteries dropped on Netflix last night, season 5.
No, I didn't even watch the last season. But wait, are we into hot topics here?
Yeah, let's get into it.
We also have What Are We Watching? We kind of just got rid of that, huh?
Yeah, whatever you feel like. Wow. All right. First things first, what we're all talking about. What's in the rug TikTok? I think you sent this to me.
Yeah, you and Justine.
Okay. So, and at first I was like, okay. But then I had to go and watch this chick's TikTok. What is it? Sarah something. Just, it's all over TikTok. If it hasn't come up in your algorithm, I guess consider yourself.
I don't know how it hasn't.
Or Katie, maybe her name is Katie, Sarah, something. A white woman in the suburbs of like Ohio moved into this house, and they were going to have a fence put in, and she and her husband found a buried rug, like a 6 to 8 feet long rug that was buried in their backyard. And it just, it went wild. So it all ended up where there's like nothing in the rug. Yeah. Like so she like calls police, the police come out, they call in some detectives.
Well, they have 2 cadaver dogs that both sat. So that's where it really kind of blew up. Because first she called some cops, they came and they're like, it's going to be too much for us to even like go in and excavate this thing if there's not cause. But then the internet blew up. So then I think there was a lot of pressure on the police department. So they brought dogs, and then 2 separate cadaver dogs sat. Then the police came and she was doing all these lies. The most interesting part of all this is just the community surrounding this and just people's reaction as it went. Because then there was like this subgroup of people I was seeing like, this is so disrespectful for the body. And I'm like, okay, she's getting all excited and saying that she hopes that it's a dead body. And I'm like, you're all much better than us then. If you're all so much better than the rest of us, because sorry, but all of us wanted there to be something in it.
Yeah,
We would all be
we're watching
excited.
this whole thing. Like, of course we want to see what's in the rug, but there's
Yeah.
nothing in it. And
Nothing.
now people are like, well, maybe there was a body in it at some point because
People
the
think that
dogs
someone died
only,
on the rug
yeah,
and
only
then
detect decay and decomposition. I'm like, I don't know. So yeah, it lost me, but nothing was there. So let's get into what I have been binging the last 2 days. And now I think I still have 2 more days, or we all have 2 more days till the next 3 episodes and like a whole week until the last 3. And that is, I'm so into this, Love is Blind season 7.
can I just jump in like now that
Yes.
like girl and like the two that hate each other, the girl that's now on Ozempic since the show aired, and the creepy guy.
This guy? Okay,
Yeah,
so
that
this
guy
is
and then that girl.
Leo, Hannah, and Brittany.
Okay, well,
Okay.
yeah. So I know
So
about
Hannah
them.
went on Ozempic?
Yeah, because now she's
Okay,
like
guess what?
every video I
Hair's
see
already
of her
falling.
is here we go. Every video I see of her is like her, like it's like, who's that girl? And it's like her picture from that, and then she like flicks the picture away and she's like thinner.
She already looks great. I don't
I
get like
know,
the
of
whole
course, I
thing.
know she does, but anyway, that's the only one. Can I just like now start watching now that that reveal has happened? Do I need
Okay,
any of
so
the
here,
backstory?
yeah, so I'm so glad we're talking about so the first couple episodes of any season I feel like are really boring because they're in the pods and it's like you're following these people that don't even get the whole rest of the season. So what happened is this guy Leo and was into these two girls. So he was super into Hannah, super into Brittany. Hannah was also into this other guy who presented himself like, oh, I'm a masculine football player. And then we find out that he is like, I don't know, smaller than her. Like she would be carrying him out in a fire. Okay. In case of a fire. She ends up going with him. And then this guy ends up proposing to Brittany.
Right.
And they end up having a super, super awkward encounter. Like he is all over her. She's clearly uncomfortable.
I
She's
thought he met
pushing
the
him
other
away.
girl.
No, he met her. So what ended up happening was they show this. She's like, oh, God, this is the most awkward experience of my life. She's hating it. She's disgusted by him.
What is she disgusted by? Is he just like ugly, or is he just like creepy?
Both.
Okay, because I don't really mind ugly.
He's like, oh, I'm a art dealer and I inherited all my money and my family's money and I'm like totally rich, and he's wearing a Rolex. He's all about like, you know, I'm so loaded and I just want to make sure that anyone I marry is gonna sign a prenup, and then he rolls out and he's looking like this. You know, like,
is it my ex-boyfriend Radu? Because that was pretty much described all of him.
He's awful, and Brittany's clearly disappointed. And then all of a sudden we get a black screen that says, spoiler alert, anyone who hasn't watched it, only 6 couples were chosen. Like they had more couples who got proposed than they had.
I think that happens every season,
Mexico.
huh?
So even though he proposed, they didn't offer them the trip to Mexico. I looked this up. So they broke up a couple weeks later and they didn't end up being on the show. So then I was finding all these things that people were like, well, why did they even feature them? Because we're not even going to follow them the whole season. And I guess the reasoning was the producer that I read this article on said that they knew from the get-go that Brittany and Leo were not going to have a good chance to make it to the altar. So they just eliminated them right away.
Oh, but that's more fun to watch though.
Well, yeah, but like the other thing is like we had to know Leo's backstory for Hannah. Like because Hannah made it with this other guy, we kind of had to see that she was torn between two.
Oh, so Hannah did get proposed. So that must be what I was seeing then. That she did get proposed to.
And they do look a lot alike. There's like 3 guys that look exactly the same.
Yeah, and she's kind of turned off by that guy too, right? Hannah is.
Yeah, because he's like, I was a former football player. And then there was this whole scene when they go on their trip to Mexico where she tells him, I'm gonna get the ick if you do that. Like he wanted to go ride this little ducky. Did you see this part?
No, I've literally only seen things
Okay.
with a Panic Girl.
He wanted to like ride this little ducky thing on a beach, and she was like, "That is gonna give me the ick, don't do it." And he did it anyway, and he was like by himself, like, and he came back, and she's like, you do you. Like I
So
told
now
you, it
she
was
has
gonna give
the
you
ick,
ick.
and then you get the added negging that he's doing, which is always hot.
Yeah, it's just bad, but I'm so into it. And there's this here's this couple, like Alex and Tim. I have never been more bored with a couple in my life. Her
They look pretty boring.
personality is just beige. Like, I don't think we saw him ask her a question the entire episode. She's just crying and listening to him tell his life story. And
Mhm.
he's just rambling on and on and on, and she's crying. And he's like, wow, I've just never felt so close to someone. It's like, yeah, because you basically just sat in on a therapy session. Like, she's a great listener. That's why you fell in love with her. Anyway, I'm so into the season. I
Huh.
would say maybe just do like season or sorry, episodes 3 and 4. Skip 1 and 2, maybe. Just do 3 and
Okay.
4.
I also really quickly, I have a list here of, well, it's only 2 things on the list, but there's 2 documentaries that people have recommended that we watch. I think you've seen one of them though, or maybe you've seen both. But I'm gonna watch these this week in case you want to as well, and we can talk about it next week.
Okay.
But one is Into the Fire. I think you talked about that a few weeks ago though.
Yeah, watched it.
Okay.
Yep.
And then Love on the Run, which I know that we both were interested in that. That's
Love
about
on the
that
Run.
like female security guard that helped that guy bust out of prison and then
Oh,
they like
watched
went
it.
missing. Oh, is it
Yep.
good?
Yes. Yeah, I would
Okay.
say there's information in there that you wouldn't know
Oh, I
before.
just love it because it's so trashy and salacious and kind of hot.
Yeah,
Kinda like
it's,
gross
Casey
hot.
White and,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot her first name, but yeah,
Okay,
Debbie
well, I'll watch those for next week.
It's great. Yeah, it's really good.
All right, what else?
Oh, was there any other ones?
No, that was it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry.
But I just wrote them down because I wouldn't forget.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
did you watch the latest episode of Salt Lake City?
I just did. I gotta say, I just am not interested in. You know whose storyline I'm interested in? That
Who?
well, first of all, at least Meri wasn't in this episode, thank God. But the girl the woman that's dating the Osmond, I'm actually really interested in that story. But she doesn't get. I guess she didn't cut
Oh,
it for the main cast. But when she was told that, I felt so bad, like
I did
genuinely bad for
too.
her. Because
I
she
did
wasn't a bitch about
too.
it. She's like, I just need a second, which is how like I think a normal person would react. I felt awful for her.
Yeah, she gets told basically, yeah, your boyfriend that's saying he's not cheating on you, like he's definitely cheating on you. Look at these text messages. He was just sending those to my friend.
Because that's like devastating, especially when
Awful.
he just like asked to be boyfriend, girlfriend. So she's still in that like love bubble phase. And so like that's a
That
big
like
blow.
few, you know, like, oh,
Yeah.
these rumors
And
are
it's
not
just so
true.
devastating because now you're like, okay, we've said this, and now I can start like mentally planning our life together. And then instantly this bitch comes over and tells you this. It's like, we're both wearing puffy jackets that are like falling off their you have
Oh,
to tell her. You
yes.
have to tell her. No, you had to. You're a good friend. You're just a
Yep.
woman's a woman. I just have to tell you. I
Mhm.
felt awful for her. So I'm interested. I want to
Yeah.
follow her. What do you think of the episode?
I am so over Whitney. Whitney's got to go off the show and be replaced. I'm just tired of this. And I saw on TikTok, we have so many photos from so many shows today. I didn't have time to upload it, but it's a smaller account that's on TikTok. And she is saying that the one and only Whitney Rose allegedly is running an
Oh,
MLM
yes. Yeah.
and scamming people out of their investment into this company. So actually here, I'll pull up the name of her account since I can't.
While you're doing that, let me just
connect.
say, smash that like, guys. And if you're rewatching, I mean, just leave a comment. You guys have been so
Yeah.
great with that. And the comments are lit, and everyone's so nice.
It is. I'm gonna Carly Esquera.
All right.
That's right. So she says it all started when I joined a brand new network marketing company led by Whitney Rose and Ashley Headley called Soul People, spelled SOL. So what it sounds like is that there was supposed to be this retreat this past weekend for like the top tier of their MLM, and people bought tickets, like actual tickets to the event, which were like $267. And then people flew out for this whole thing, and they got an email at the last minute that it was canceled. And it like just
Like the
come to
Fire
find
Festival?
out, yes, like it's postponed. People were upset by it. They're losing people. So it's like people at the top tier of their up and coming alleged MLM are dropping like flies. They're, I don't know, wising up to Whitney, which goes along exactly with what's going on the show, is that her jewelry is supposedly from Alibaba.
Oh, yeah, I looked that up.
I
I was
went
like,
deep into
"Ooh."
Reddit, and maybe some of you, listening have also seen the same thing, but a lot of people are saying it's actually fairly common for Alibaba to take photos from people's legitimate businesses and from
Oh,
Etsy and stuff like that. And then,
I'd believe
you know,
both sides of that.
I do too. Where I'm like, I
100%.
can see that. A bunch of small businesses were like, yeah, they've taken my photos, and then they send out something, like what do they say? Like the Wish brand, whatever. This is what I ordered. This is what I got. So I don't know, but I mean, I just also wanted to throw out these early pictures of Whitney
Oh
and
my
Justin,
gosh.
right? That's
Huh.
some bad Botox right there. You could tell like her forehead fell. She had like too much Botox. Because
Yeah.
look at her eyebrows there. They're like not
Yeah.
even in the same location than they normally are. And there she is with short hair, which I actually think is kind of cute. But this does look like a dad with his daughter
Yes, it
at college
100%
graduation.
does. It 100% does. Gosh.
Yeah, it looks like Justin got some hair plugs or something. But there's that.
I don't know. I need something to happen in the season that's like actually, because I feel like they're all trying too hard. I can't stand Angie. Like, I just can't. She's
Oh,
so like, and she's almost embarrassing to watch, you know?
yeah. And even Meredith, just this whole thing, like, I made a bath bombs. I don't know what she's doing. Like, okay, everyone takes a bath. Meredith has no story except an annoying husband and an annoying son.
Yeah, and Meri, okay, I was thinking this. You know how I just know that Meri just has no soul?
How?
Because she married her grandfather to get money, to be head of her church.
Oh,
Doesn't it all
right.
just kind of boil down to just that one simple fact that like, no, she's like, she wanted to be like revered and wealthy so much that
Yep.
she married her grandfather.
Yeah.
Kind of just says everything
like
you need to know.
maybe allegedly stole from her congregation too.
Yeah, and then yelled at everyone because they didn't give her good enough Christmas present.
Yeah. Also, I think Angie's husband,
He's gay.
I
We
don't
know
know
the
if he's
storyline. I don't
gay,
even
but
actually
he is
think he
definitely
is.
not happy. Like when he saw her come out in those Greek flag sunglasses, you could tell he was like, "Oh God, she's still doing this." There's no
And then
way.
most
That
of the
man just
episode was
seems
just them like
miserable.
watching basketball, and I felt like you can tell like the meet and greet with the players. You can tell that they're all out there like trying to warm up, and now they have to fucking go interact with Angie.
Yeah, she's just exhausting. And her voice, I'm like, just stop yelling, have a cough drop, and we'll just ride this
Yeah,
on through.
right. Yeah, so like it was just us kind of watching a basketball game. Which
Although they did go to Milwaukee, the Badger State, where I live now. I don't live in Milwaukee, but
okay,
yeah, that's in Wisconsin.
that's exciting. All
Real Housewives of New York. You are not watching.
right. Mm-mm,
Oh,
not at all.
okay. I
Should I
hate
jump
this
as it's bad?
cast. No, I hate it. I hate
Okay.
this show, but I'm watching it because I've always watched New York, and now I can't stand it. There really is not one person on here that I enjoy watching. Maybe Jenna, but like even that's getting to be a bit much. It's just it really is physically uncomfortable to watch. This chick, Erin, this is her and her husband, who she ends up just snapping at and getting real nasty at a dinner with their kids at Serendipity, which is I know a small little local New York City jaunt. Is that right? Like a little trip to Serendipity.
What?
Isn't that just like a huge play, Serendipity?
I've never heard of that.
I was being sarcastic. Oh, I thought it's where like it was in some movie, maybe called Serendipity.
There's a movie called Serendipity. Is that what it's about?
I think so. Okay, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Let us know in the comments. But anyway, this chick Erin is just awful. She is mean. She's mean to her kids, her husband, her friends. She is, to me, she just embodies every mean girl you went to school with. She is that girl in middle school. She's that girl in high school who was just nasty. And where you're like, you're not even that cute to be acting that way. She's just, someone needs to take her down. And for some reason, I don't know why, people do end up getting like afraid of her. Oh my gosh. Okay. This comment, her mentality. Thank you for saying this first, because I was going to say the same thing. She'd call us.
People are, I just looked up Serendipity, but people already got to it in the comments. Serendipity 3, I've never heard of this. It's on East 60th. It's by Central Park. Okay. But it's famous for its
hot chocolate sundae.
Iconic NYC spot, home of amazing food and decadent desserts, such as world famous frozen hot chocolate.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Anyway, I hate Erin. Let's start like an I hate Erin club, because she really is.
I hated a girl my whole childhood named Erin. We were like major frenemies.
I like that name too. Don't you hate that when people just their names?
She's the only Erin. She's the first Erin I met, so it just ruined all Erins for me.
Gosh. Hey, go away, Jacob. Hey, Taylor and Jarrett. Happy wedding weekend.
Happy wedding.
Mazel tov. Weekend to get married. Yes, congratulations. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's start the I hate Erin club, and let's hope someone takes her down this season, because she sucks.
Okay.
All right. Golden Bachelorette.
Are you all right? I haven't watched any of this.
Oh,
was Jerry on this episode?
Oh, yep. I was gonna say, look who is back this week. Oh,
Skinnamarink-y dinky dink.
You think your man just could not be here? I know what you mean. It's going to be real hard. Okay, so these two, Joan had to go.
Why don't they just get together? Because he's single now. I don't see why they wouldn't. It seems the most obvious. Do you think that's how the season will end?
Oh, I don't know. Doesn't she look great though? Like, she's got a banging bod. Her extensions are starting to get like a little loose, I think. But she looks great. So yeah, Jerry was back, and I was extending that photo because surprise.
Now.
I put my hair up. But let's go to this scene.
Should have done the buns. Okay.
Okay, Amanda. I will find it on TikTok, because someone had to have done something brilliant with this. Okay, so there is this guy who's like a ship's captain. He's the one on the left in this picture. He wrote a song for all the men in the house called Mansion Men. And he came up with like a little tune. It was like, we are the Mansion Men. We're coming to love you. Oh, Joan, we love you. So we are the Mansion Men. It was like something ridiculous. And all of the men, he gathered all of the men around. And they were all sitting there like, who's going to tell him we're not singing this ridiculous, embarrassing song?
And so sad.
Only the ER doctor agreed to sing this song with him. And when I tell you, just like where you're screaming at the TV, don't do it. Don't, please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, they did it. God, anyone else watch this? It was so uncomfortable, and he's so proud of it. And here's Joan sitting there like, hey,
dry as a bone.
Absolutely. Like, nothing would make you drier. Like, you would need all the gallons of KY jelly after that Mansion
baby oil.
Oh God, hey, Kody sang this song in Vietnam. Oh my God, it was absolutely awful. Like, I mean, he aged himself 30 years.
Do you remember Flavor of Love season 2? New York comes back for to be like a guest host for a challenge, and then he ends up keeping her around, and then she makes it to the final 2, and then he ditches her again. Well, that's what happened.
I don't know.
Well, that's what happened. Anyway, that's what I'm hoping happens here is that they're like, she's like, I would love if that's the way this ended and then they don't do any more Goldens like this. But if that's how it played out, like she was kind of secretly talking to Gary behind the scenes, like, can't stop thinking about you since I saw you, girl.
Yeah, she's too good. She's too cool for Gary. He just sucks. Like you could tell everyone's like, "Oh, cool, Gary's here."
Yeah, everyone like knows that he's not actually like a good guy anymore. Shockingly.
However, there is a new America's sweetheart, okay? And his name is Charles.
Oh yeah, you see, I'm seeing TikToks of him.
Yes. Now Charles is the most adorable. We have to protect Charles at all cost. At least twice an episode, he makes a Charles in charge joke where he'll be like, "Oh, looks like Charles is not in charge." And it just is so cute because it's like, oh, that joke would have been cool 35 years ago, Charles, but he's really sticking with it. And I love him. And he's like crying about his wife who passed away. And the ER doctor told him that his wife probably wasn't like bleeding from the head. He like she must have bit her tongue and blood. It's this whole thing. And it's just so sweet. And people are saying like, oh, he should be the next Golden Bachelor. But I disagree. I think he is too gentle, too kind to be subjected to being the Bachelor.
Oh, the Golden Bachelor.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
he's
honestly,
adorable.
it might come out that he's a fucking serial killer in here. I don't.
No, not Charles. He would not be in charge of a murder. I know that. I know that for sure.
He's the pillar of the community. He helped out in church. Ariel Castro was a bus driver.
Oh my God. Well, I just want to say, if my mom were up for dating, my mom, my mom, Carol.
Yeah,
no, she's not into the dating scene because, as she said, she's old and she doesn't want to take care of someone else when they're dying.
I think we got into that on the Golden Shower episode we did. That's what I should have called it.
She's all set. She's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to something more hip and cool.
Oh,
a new episode of SNL season 50. He's back. He just hosted like a week ago.
I know, but honestly, he fits in really well to this exact style of comedy. We've talked about how the comedy has kind of changed. I'm with it because I think listening to podcasts all the time actually has helped me to stay a little bit more current with like vernacular and how like comedy is. So I thought it was a solid episode, especially compared to last week. Did you not like it?
No, it was definitely better than last week for sure. I thought the opening. I think the opening.
Oh, Maya Rudolph fucked up that line right at the beginning, and I didn't get over it for the whole episode. They tell you everyone forgets about it right after it happens, and it's like, yeah, no, they don't. They know what happened.
Yeah, she should have just kept going.
Yeah, don't address
it. It went right over it.
She threw her off too. But anyway.
However, I feel like whenever we have SNL, and it's during election season of any type, it's going to be good. Any sort of impersonation of political figures is going to be hilarious no matter where you fall on it. And we had Dana Carvey back as Joe Biden.
He's really finding his groove, I feel, because now he's added this other joke where he'll like open his eyes for a bit. Like, no, seriously, I'm being serious right now. And then he like drops it again. Like he's really, I think they're having fun. And I like that it's a group of just all like SNL vets, and they all just get to kind of play off each other. I love it. It's kind of clunky, especially with the having to switch back and forth for like Maya and Andy Samberg's reaction to what's happening over here, because there's a little delay, but I loved it. I thought the monologue was so good because he talked about like DoorDash. And like that exact same thing happened to me last week where I was dropping off a smoothie and someone came and like we both pulled into the driveway and we were like, oh, we both thought that we were giving it to each other. But then we like, oh, no. And we were like, hi. I can guarantee you the person was watching from the window like, oh my God.
Yeah. I've been found out. They know I eat.
Yeah, they know that I'm probably stoned and I just went on a binge. All right, I love sketches like this because I just appreciate the writing so much and how much fun it must have been to write this. You don't
Yeah,
think
this scene, it's, what is it, George Washington, like, they're about
Yes.
to cross the Delaware or something. I think it really showcases Nate Bargatze's comedy, like, his humor, where you just, like, don't answer, you answer very briefly and move on. It was just great. I
Yeah,
thought
there's something
those
about
first
his
ones were good.
delivery that works because it gives an air of like it seems like he's nervous, but also like, well, I just want to say my line. He just seemed very comfortable somehow. Just that, like,
And relatable. Like, some like,
yeah.
his delivery is very relatable.
I remember when he hosted the first time, we both were like, is he drunk? But I think it's just his speech pattern, obviously. And if he's drunk, God bless him. But
Right.
I don't know. I think, and his comedy is very non-blue. It's
Yes.
yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I love the water slide sketch. That was my favorite. And that guy, what's his name? Andrew Featherbottom, Longfellow, something like that.
Okay.
The guy in the sketch, the other white guy that wasn't Nate. I think that was like his moment to really show like, oh, this guy's really funny. And he kind of looks like Bill Hader. I thought that sketch was
Oh, I
very,
know who you're talking about. Okay.
yeah. He very good looking too. Like I think he really proved himself in that sketch by just being really chill and like hilarious.
Mhm.
Loved him. But I was really happy for what's her face? I forgot her name now. I think I wrote it in the notes.
Jane Wick? What is
Line.
this, Jane
We got
Wick
it. Jane
line?
Wickline.
Okay.
Did
Okay.
I just write
Tell
Jane
me
Wick?
about this.
Did you not watch this or like
I
it?
I did, but I don't know if I, like, got it like you did.
Oh, I mean, well, I guess she's famous on like TikTok for just like doing her own videos, obviously.
Oh.
And I don't know, I just thought that the song was really good. And it was a very much a throwback to like, Sandler, I feel, and like just
Okay.
more of that kind of gentle almost like a Tig Notaro comedy too, where she just seems to be fine with like not reacting to her own jokes and being very deadpan
Huh.
and kind of just letting the joke happen. I don't know. I thought it was funny. I thought the song was really funny, and some of the lyrics I thought were very clever.
Okay.
Usually,
I didn't get it, but, maybe I'll rewatch it because
everything
I
I'm
didn't have the
saying,
same
Jody in the
reaction
little
as
corner
you.
is just like, yeah,
Huh.
okay, sure.
Really? Really? Um,
I thought it was a good episode. What do you guys think?
okay. All right. Well,
Oh, and well, you say so, Amanda. Wow.
I hesitate to even click on this, but
Well, it's an update. This
alas,
is
I
funny.
shall.
Okay. I'm trying to timestamp. I saw this the other day, and I like when Howie's mom. Howie's still alive, guys. She's still
This
trucking along.
is the
Still got
crab that is
her.
food.
Yeah. No, it's a pet. And somebody wrote in the comments last week that crabs actually could just technically live forever because as long as they molt, they can just keep living. So that's fun. Anyway,
Like,
sometimes
forever?
I don't know, just as long as they molt, they like will live.
Ugh.
But you can't go in and
That's
like
like a
crack it for them,
cockroach.
Jody.
Oh my
Ye-
god.
ugh.
Is she gaining or losing followers, this woman?
I don't know because sometimes she gets a little unhinged, which I get it. Look, I'm like all for animal advocacy, but sometimes she gets like really like she gets in shitty moods about it. Sometimes so she like lashes back at people, but she like
Mm.
posted a picture of Howie last Halloween. It was like how I think I probably showed it, but it's like Howie among a bunch of pumpkins, but in a little ghost, like this ghost outfit. And she's like, "Ooh, where's Howie?" And people were like, "This is animal abuse," which I would argue that pretty much all of this is kind of abusive. Although, like, she did save it from
It's a
being eaten.
crab wrapped in
She,
what is this? Terry cloth right now?
it's a little costume somebody made, but it's spooky season, and anyway, so she got pissed because people were doing this. So I sent this to Jody. It's just funny because she's making a statement. She goes, I don't know if I'll post the video of Howie as the ghost again, which is like, you don't have to announce your departure.
Yeah.
But
It'll be fine.
I received a lot of unkind comments about it. I think a lot of people don't understand. Jody, she's talking to you.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't understand that crustacean respiration. That was a mouthful. And they think the soft ghost costume was restricting her breathing, if you can imagine. Howie is, well, I should have read through this. Howie is poikothermic, right? Is that right?
Mhm.
English teacher?
Mhm.
Have you ever heard that
Yeah.
word before in your life?
No.
Okay.
No, I've also
And
never heard of a human keeping a crab for years at a time when it clearly should be in a garbage disposal at this point.
Howie is poikilothermic and doesn't have high need for oxygen like a mammal does, Jody. Howie is free to pull off her costume at any time. Putting the onus on Howie now.
Howie loves to have opposable thumbs, and it's supposed to be taking off a costume. A kid can't even take off their own costume. A human.
To move this.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
If she doesn't like something, she pulls it off and scuttles away.
Oh, yeah. Prove it. Name them. I want to see. I want to see Howie taking this off and walking away. Throwing it off.
It's funny. And like, I'm totally on her side. Like, I get it. It's annoying. I just love that she's like, I need to say something. Very Patti LuPone little speech here. And
tides are turning. How we
can pull that off when she wants.
Do we know which side of the fence Howie aligns with
politically
in this election season? Yeah.
I don't know. I think it really all depends on what Howie's opinion is on female on the
reproduction,
female rights. Yeah. She is she's child free by choice.
Okay. Well, but Howie is also identifies as non-binary.
Yeah.
Sentient.
So anyway, I think she's Kamala. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if Howie shows up tomorrow with a little red hat. Oh, you never know. Sometimes they hide in the shadows, Jody, and Howie's hiding right here in this picture. All right. Well, anyway, Howie prefers an open border.
That's right. And speaking of open borders, let's open up for some Browntown. How about it?
Let's explode all over everyone.
Browntown. Everything's waiting for poo.
So the hair is changing.
Keep guessing. That one was on purpose. Okay. All right. So let's jump in. So first things first, you and I were looking at some of our reader listener mail, and you came across a little update on Robyn's China. Talk to us.
Oh yeah. I guess I'll just call her Z. But there's a person I talk to often on that's a listener, and she said that this is Robyn's China. We both think that it looks different in the episode. My voice just went really high. We both think it would look different in the episode, but we're gonna pause it and see. But either way, I thought it was on sale.
A Temptations from QVC, a Temptations exclusive, but looks like, it might be this. So, hey, look at that setting each. Yikes. That seems like it's more Robyn's, price point.
Areola should not be eating off of fine china.
Yeah, paper plates if she's lucky.
Yes.
More on Robyn in just a bit, but we're going to check in with Meri first, and a little update on Christine. We always got to talk about Janelle because that's just her favorite. But dear old Mosby, how's about Mose?
Somebody posted this on our Facebook group. They chose to post it anonymously for some reason. Sometimes people do that by accident. But Mosby is alive, proof of life, thanks to Audrey's Instagram. So yay!
There's That's pretty cute with the little paw up on the window. That's adorable.
Yeah, and Mosby really does look a lot like Josie, the dog I had last week.
Oh, I could see that. Gosh, that little puppy Whiskey is so stinking cute.
I know. She's walking around, so I'm getting nervous. I'm going to hold her for a bit.
Now it is Halloween season.
Spooky
season. Ooh, Meri has got a little.
This is so funny. Like every time I look at this, I'm like, oh my God, Meri.
Meri decorated Vicky's Victorian hideaway. What is it actually called? Lizzie's. And she's dressed up again. Is this from last year's Halloween? Or did she dress up again?
Yeah, she didn't buy a new costume for it. I feel
Okay.
like Jen hasn't been in any of these pictures in a while. I hope it's not a follow.
I was just gonna say I haven't been seeing a whole lot of Jen, so I wonder what's going on there. But Meri could be busy inspiring people. We're gonna show some photos from a symposium. I was gonna say a workshop, but careful.
No, I usually just kind of scroll past Mary's inspo posts because there's so many of them. But this one I sent to you and Justine, and I was like, who you telling, Meri? Because it says, your energy has far more power than you can even imagine. When we function from a place of positive energy, the world around us becomes more positive. Right. So thusly, if you function from a place of negativity, Meri, the world around you becomes more negative, right? Is that also what you're saying?
Yeah, and this is just so great because there's that classic line from Christine when they were in Christine's library, right?
Oh, of
Where she
course.
was like,
Yeah.
you bring an energy into the room with you. And at first you're like, wow, Christine is really mean. I'm like, no, Meri brings a mood and energy into the room. That is true.
Second episode of Sister Wives I ever watched. Because again, that was still before I watched it's what got me into actually watching the real show. And I was on Meri's side the whole Meri, she was wild and out on her live.
Oh, what's going on? Was she screaming at people to read the pin post?
You were frozen for a second, but now you're back.
Oh gosh. Okay.
No, I didn't actually watch the live, but then she like clipped out this part, and I mean, I feel for her, but it was very like somebody in the comments said like, oh, I'm so happy that you finally were able to stand up and, stand in your powers as y'all's is. And Meri just like took a moment. And then she, of course, when she played the clip back, she like put it under music, like,
oh, jeez.
Just very like inspirational. But she's like, just so you guys know, I was empowered for like years. And just because I don't talk about it doesn't mean that I don't love myself. And I was loving myself. So it's like you guys all thought that I like wasn't empowered, but like I know I am. So I just want you to know that. And it was very Lady Doth Protest Too Much. Set to like
she does yell when she talks. Like here, just sharing a little truth about me, knowing my worth and my value, even when others don't think I know it, is key to not allowing others to bring me down. You're worthy. You're worth it simply because you exist. #worthy up.
I would argue that you're not worth it just for existing. You got to do a little more than that for me to consider you worthy.
Yeah. And Meri's been like a real big bitch to our queen Janelle. So there's that.
They won't be allowed in this Chili's again.
But it's not all serious stuff because sometimes
wow, man. I had to change my panties after watching this because I was
your favorite thing, Amanda, improv games.
I love improv games, as do you.
Not only improv games with friends. This was an experience at our enterprise, entrepreneurial something or other. Okay, so in the middle,
can you imagine signing up for Meri's class and she's like, "It's time to play the freeze game."
Meri at improv, like probably the worst of any of those wives to think on their feet, and yeah, la 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 la.
You can tell in this picture, Meri can't even keep it together. She's doing like a.
No, she would be. I can tell you right now, as someone who's taken 2 improv classes,
like by her own will, though, guys, like just for
it was for
not
the
because it was required credit wise.
I can tell you that Meri would be awful at improv. She would crack up in the middle of skits, just ruin everything.
She'd be like, what is that? No. She would do a no but.
In a lot of those improv games, like Janelle would love it because there's a lot of like very up close game work.
Your eyes are blue.
And I hate when they call it game. Blue. Like, let's play. We're not playing tonight. There's a lot of like up close sort of stuff. And Meri's dead tooth. Like I would be distracted. I'm sorry.
How about
like
Christine
I just would.
and doing improv? Oh, man, that would be.
She would need to do musical improv.
Ugh.
Musical improv. But yeah, I just want to point out that the guy in the middle, thank you, Jacob, for pointing this out. He was the one who was responsible for demonetizing our episode
Our
when we
entire
chose to
3-hour
play like a
episode.
3-second clip of him singing "Free Fallen." And guess what? Not that good.
No, not worth getting demonetized.
Also, why are Meri and this guy wearing the same shoes? I just noticed.
That's cute.
It's
Maybe
got to be a
Mary's in love with
worthy up
him.
thing. And also, this guy was the same guy who was wearing probably that same sweatshirt at Disney World in August.
Summer.
So, yeah. Cool.
I love this friendship. Love watching this grow. But yeah, I feel like Jen and him don't get along either. Jen and Joelle.
A lot of competition.
I'd watch maybe. What if they did do a spinoff of like Mary's Heritage Inn? Might watch that.
No, it would be so overly scripted. It would be one of those shows
you're right.
where it's like, oh, it's haunted, and then they all pretend they heard
What
something.
if it was just like a little mini series like Crappy Lake?
I mean, I'm gonna watch it, but there would be a lot of this guy and a lot of Jen.
Yeah. And Joelle.
Yeah.
Don't forget about Joelle. All right. Well,
good
luck with that.
So, also, little update on Meri. Okay, so I'm gonna have to blow this one up. And I see I think I might be on a little bit of a delay, so I'll be working.
You're not on a delay,
that
but you're kind of freezing. So maybe, do you want to like leave and come back? And I'll unless you wanted to perform this.
No, you know what? Why don't you go ahead and you perform for the group? A little improv game of our own, guys.
Well, I'm not a professional like Jody, but okay. So it's Meri standing on. Are you leaving and coming back? Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. I love this look for me. Okay, the real Meri Brown. She's standing on a stage. It looks like an outdoor venue. It's kind of nice, and she's kind of reflecting on. I think she's just standing there feeling like the world is now my oyster, and I'm really nailing it. And I am an inspiration to women everywhere. And this is what the caption says. Once upon a time, about 8 years ago. Oh God. She's going to talk about the catfish, I bet. I had an experience where I knew in my soul my story would be told. My story in my own way. I don't know what that meant or looked like at the time because I already had this TV show that I was part of that was documenting my life. This isn't the time or place to share my full experience. Oh, come on. Oh my God, then why even freaking say that? She does this. She gives us little nuggets and then it's like, well, not yet though. Remember when we all thought she was going to do a book, but then she ended up just announcing Worthy Up? I think Jody's back here. This is great. I only got like a paragraph into that because there's just so much. This isn't the time. The first paragraph, Jody, what you missed, is her saying, I made a decision 8 years ago that I was going to share my time. And here I am. And then the next paragraph is, this isn't the time or place to share the full experience, but I'll tell you this. In that moment, I saw myself on a stage. For a long time in my mind, that was a metaphorical stage. Next paragraph. As my growth journey continued from that point, I started thinking maybe there was something more. And then I started believing it. As time passed and I started getting rid of stuff that didn't have a purpose in my life anymore, emotions, people, whatever stuff it happened to be, that naturally started making space for things meant for me. People and situations started coming into my life that served, and then you cut it off. Oh God. Okay. That served.
Yeah.
Go. Where is this? I don't even know where I am. Oh my God. Just take over. Read from the top.
Okay. As I walked up onto the stage, the emotions flooded. It was a mixture of awe, surprise, and a literal, oh my goodness, I'm on a stage. Now, let's be real. The emotions definitely came for a variety of things. This stage at SUU, bearing my family name, years of my childhood and young adulthood came to watch many Shakespeare plays performed here. For these reasons, I find it incredibly powerful that my first moment on stage was on this particular one. The fact that this moment was not planned or premeditated is a validation to me that I'm on the right track. My story is beginning to be told. Through my stories, my life and experience are making a difference in others. This is what I want, to make a difference. To those who were in that moment with me, thank you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for your open hearts that made me feel safe to share with you. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for seeing me. Just thank you. Hashtag worthy up.
That was sweaty. And then
Do you want to take a minute to go get a tissue or anything? Or are you going
to be on the
okay?
stage, Meri. And then fast forward to her actual symposium where she's like, hi, everybody, welcome to the symposium. It's just like really great if you just like, you're really worthy up and you just like love yourself.
Mm-hmm. She was born to be on stage. I just thought this was hilarious coming from someone who's been on TV for like 15 years or so.
Also, this wasn't planned, even though somebody took a cinematic
Not premeditated
like,
at all.
Like walking out.
No, they didn't have to like get permission to go in there or anything.
No, you can walk on the stage as whatever you want.
Improv. It was improv. Life is improv.
I mean, it's all coming together.
That should be a new shirt. Life is improv. All right, so shall we talk about Christine? Wowza. Jump scare.
This is one I think we need to add to the top of the
it's going up. It's going
as a
up
jump
to the top.
scare. Z
Also,
sent that to me too. She's just like, I just needed you to see this. And then
also up at the top. Smooth. It's not going anywhere. All right, it's a little jump scare of Turney right there. Let's check in with Christine. Christine and Janelle are together this week.
In Sedona. You didn't like this picture of Janelle.
Go to Sedona. No, I didn't like that. I don't think it's a great picture of Janelle or Christine, really.
I did a wine tour in Sedona. I like bought this like personal wine tour. It's pretty janky for me and Brad. And we went up and like this guy like met us like in his Jeep. I mean, he was like really cute. He was actually very Kody Brown-esque, to be honest. But he picked us up in his Jeep. He like gave us a bottle of champagne and we just like drank it in the back of the Jeep while he drove around. And then we had our first wine tasting and I was wearing a white long linen skirt. And first tasting, spilled the wine all over my skirt. So couldn't recover the rest of the day. So all the pictures, it's just like this, like, and it was red wine. So it looked like I had my period. I was just walking around Sedona like that.
Fun the whole day.
But anyway, I think I got drunk, so I was happy.
Oh, well. I'm sure people have done a lot worse things after wine tastings.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Cute picture of Christine and David Woolley.
His eyes. She goes on and on about his eyes.
That'd be so pretty. I would love to go back there. Janelle is busy at work. She's not letting this trip pass her by.
2 in a row. No. Wait, go to the first one because this is part 2.
Oh, it's part 2. Oh, okay. On my way back to NC, layover in Charlotte. I'll always choose Mexican food. What food will you always choose?
These choices are like so.
What is your favorite food type? Mexican, Thai, Italian, Indian. Ooh, who knew? 56% with Mexican, followed by Italian at 30%.
I clicked Italian.
Just wait. Part 2. Okay, adding to the poll because some great ones have been suggested to me. Chinese, sushi, and Greek. I thought Janelle was pretty adventurous putting Thai on there.
I know. And Indian, honestly. Like, it just seems like Mexican and Italian I see. But and also just, I love that in her head, it was just like, what's your favorite food? Here are the 4. Here are the 4.
Mexican, Thai, Italian, Indian. Where do you think those, the green chili potatoes in a coffee cup fell?
That's kind of Mexican. She said she always picks Mexican. That's why she was so enamored with those chilies.
Well, it is pumpkin spice season, and we know how much she loves pumpkin spice.
I just put it in a cup. Oh, yeah. We forgot about this last week. And it's not like they didn't drop this after we recorded or anything. We just like, we knew.
Madison's having another baby. Madison's having a baby. Congrats.
Yeah, Caleb Brush blasted another load into Madison.
In her. But let's go back to Sedona with Janelle. I like your Janelle. Why don't you read for us here?
The opportunity to
send a picture of a hazy photo of some treetops.
Yeah, bush.
Mm-hmm.
I had the opportunity to spend a few days in Sedona, like actually staying here and not just, I'm now going into my Samantha voice. I'm like actually staying here, not just driving down for the day. I never get over how magical this place is. Myself, Christine, Dave, Gwen, and Bia. Do you know that's how that was pronounced? That was shocking.
No,
in the
that was
episode.
B. Yeah.
Bia booked a stargazing tour on TripAdvisor. Highly recommend. Definitely not a an ad. Like, no, she's definitely not like doing a sponsored ad for TripAdvisor. She just genuinely is like, guys, TripAdvisor. Have you heard of that?
TripAdvisor, who knew?
Huh. Had an opportunity to drive into the more rural backcountry a few miles off the road. It was a great couple of days. No punctuation at the end of that sentence.
Hashtag www.tripadvisor.com/event date /X374. Oh, another great photo of Sedona.
It's smooth.
Yeah, and not only is it smooth, it's also I think her phone might have been tilted in her hand.
I think she's falling
we're going downhill.
Yeah,
on a slant. a tree downed.
Yeah.
Maybe a mountaintop in the background.
Yeah. All right. You know, she's showing her work, Jody. She's bringing receipts and timelines.
A screenshot of a Sedona stargazing tour from TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor, guys.
369 votes here. And then it's just saying, we are a TripAdvisor Hall of Fame company awarded to TripAdvisor. She's filling us in. She's on the stargazing tour.
It's a game changer, you guys.
God, love her. And another great photo of Sedona.
I think this might have been a reel. Now that I think of it. There's an even better one. There's an even better one with this bracelet that she got because it is the most Janelle picture I've ever seen.
From inside the car, so we have the side view mirror, the how to roll up and down the window, the doors. We have the inside sun visor in the photo, and that's some mountains in the back. I think if you zoom,
it's kind of an afterthought is the view.
Yeah. Also,
this one, my God, I burst out laughing audibly when this happened because in the car again, she's like, I'm not getting out of the car for this. I'll just show them. She's in the driver's seat. She goes, love this bracelet so much at Saintly Edge. Thank you so much, my friend. No punctuation at the end of that sentence. The text. You'd think you'd put the text right there, like right about here level, right?
Below right where she's showing it.
Where that's her big hand.
She's sticking her wrist just barely out the driver's side window. So again, we see the side view mirror, the window well, if you will, concrete. Top of the photo is actually where her hand is.
Bracelet is in, I don't know, 1/24
almost cut off. Almost cut off.
I just got in there. Skip bracelet.
Yeah. Nails. She needs a little
seems like she could have even, you don't have to leave the car for this, Janelle. Just like go like this. Click. This.
Yep.
No,
you
I'm
can tell
my arm out
she's
the
like
window.
bitten off her nail polish off her nails, like don't one of these, just scraped them off, and she's just, there it is. That's cool.
It's a great bracelet. Oh, I told her that I was going to thank her on okay.
Janelle is every mom, and I love her.
I know.
I love her for it.
She's queen.
But guess what?
Oh.
Hashtag NC Garden Adventures. Things have just taken a turn, guys. There's
a basil grow into a bush. I guess that's gardening in North Carolina.
Yeah, in a capital N period, capital C, exclamation point.
There's punctuation at the end of that sentence, not the correct one.
I guess that's gardening in a NC.
Hey, Jody, that's a lot of basil.
That is a lot of basil. What are we gonna do? Oh, look at these stems. It smells amazing.
Her hands in most of that picture.
Yeah. And if you really zoom in on her thumbie, it's there's a divot in it. There's like a break.
Because it's so brittle.
It would snag on everything. Like any other person would be like, I need a file immediately.
Yeah.
But no, she's just digging in. And also, Janelle, have you never seen a basil after like it dries out and it's done? They all have stems like this.
But she's so excited. But I love this. This is the content we want for Tata Farms or whatever.
Yes, it's so wholesome. You know what's not wholesome? Kody and Robyn's Instagram. Okay, that's the business. And then we're going to dive into this episode. So we're starting with Kody's Instagram. You pulled some comments. Let's hear it.
All right. Whatever. Runyell says, why is this ridiculous, disgusting show still on? How low can TLC go? TLC has no standards. While I agree with you, this is our actual like livelihood. So I want this show to be going until my last gasp of breath of this show will be airing.
Yes. Best longest running documentary series.
And I love it. It's getting good again, guys. This is why you don't cancel shows early.
Yeah. Did they know that? Does the general public know that? All right. ACB says, after admitting you don't love their mothers, you don't understand or know why they left. You are an awful person. Robyn was right about you, admitted it was apples and oranges because you actually loved her. Clown face poop emoji.
Love the clown.
Wow.
Jay Poupion says, who speaks about their children the way you do? Those people. And placing blame on your children for your sad and pathetic relationship, it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Throw up.
We're not the only ones. Max says, what man with 18 children drives a Lexus 2-seater? You care about yourself more than you do your kids. Well, we know that from episode 1. Yeah.
Also, Ace and Caitlin, I think, own that car now.
That's right.
$5,000. It was less than my car. Yeah.
Huh. 5,000 that could have gone towards, I don't know, Isabel's surgery, perhaps.
No, that's in the past. Okay. Ola Nopal says, well, thank you for proving plural marriages don't work. Yes. I was just explaining this I was telling the nacho story the other day. Best performance of the nacho story I've ever done, by the way, as I made nachos. And I was like, no, like the whole point of it was to show that polygamy works. And now, like, I would love to have them interview like people from the AUB and like hear, like, if maybe at the beginning, I wonder if they thought this is great. Like, thank you, Kody, because it did look good for a little bit.
Yeah.
And now, wow. Like, I would love to know the statistics of like how many people dropped off because of this show.
Well, I don't know. Like those Amish shows, I always wondered the same thing. Do you remember when we watched something and there was some young girl that decided to be Amish? Like she was not Amish and then she opted in. Do you remember that?
No, but I remember we did an episode of Return to Amish with that kiss.
Oh, did they do some like weird tongue thing?
I don't remember what it was. There was something like really rough.
Really awful.
Was it tongues? Was it like, was it that?
Yeah, there was something really.
It was just
I don't want to think about it.
2 12-year-olds kissing for the first time. You don't really know what to do. Okay.
Let's get to the right kind of grossed out.
All right. But can you agree? Because I gotta
Beflog girl, something. Remember something, Kody Brown? You can spin your web to Robyn, but you put your life and all your children's lives on TV, and we all see it. You love having babies, but when they get to a certain age, the novelty is gone. You did this and pushed your kids away. You never loved any of these women truly, but Robyn, once she came into the picture and you want people to feel sorry for you, give us a small break. SMH, you did this and only you. Take your pity party and cry somewhere else. You're out of here. All right. And lastly,
Meri Jose says, you are so not nice, man. I cannot believe in you are nice. You are our
creep.
Oh,
I think it's supposed to be creep.
Okay, sure.
And then Diane says, for the record, if you do shave it off, you'll still be just as unattractive, just without the fake hair. I wouldn't give you the time of day. I love that. We just know she's talking about his head and all his facial hair.
Let's assume the conversation is always kind of ongoing.
And you also dipped into Robyn's comments.
Always.
All right. Mad scientist has to say.
Robyn, honey, sweetie, some advice. Get some acting lessons. Other than what did seem like genuine happiness with the babies, your performances are paper thin. Not buying them. Ooh,
I like that. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna grab a ginger ale from right there while you read this because I'm
okay.
Oh,
Anna says your husband is a giant child. He needs to man up and admit his faults and beg his children for their forgiveness. He's too angry to pray to God and ask for help. Can you say narcissist? I feel for you, but sadly, I don't think he'll change. God can help him, but he's too angry to pray. His children may be adults because they're over 18, but their hearts are tender and wounded by his actions. Wow, tender and wounded. I like that wound in there, babe. If he's not going to change, they're all better off without him. I just pray they get the help they need to survive this lack of love.
Herd Mentality writes, I feel like I'm losing respect for you.
Oh my God, that was awful. That dumb purple hat. I can't stand
and gloves.
All right, Robyn Brown's Nest. Remember, let's.
Oh, I already got this one.
291 weeks ago.
I think that's what I was trying to get. Yes, that is. Hashtag God is good. Hashtag love one another. I think I just wanted to get that on there. All right. C. Pero 1966 says the situation with you and your father has nothing to do with Kody and his kids.
But
she got vagina daddy.
I understand. Michelle says any man who wouldn't go to the ends of the earth to repair relationships with his kids is trash. Kody is a selfish idiot and shame on you for allowing it. But then again, that's what we all expect from you. Losers. Okay, and lastly, bring it on home.
So your 8-year-old took the pacifier out of her mouth long enough to say she hates Christine? You must be so proud. It's okay, Walter.
And there you have it.
Oh, George is at the door. He wants in.
Oh, let's go see Georgie. Oh, let's see it. Nope. Oh, I knew you were going to say that. You're so silly.
All right, come in.
All right, so we are going to get into this episode.
All right.
And okay.
You're going to have to do timestamps again.
You got it. So this is season 19, episode 4. For those of you who are just joining us now, remember to smash that like. Ooh, we're at 444 live viewers. That's lucky 4. So smash that like for your lucky day. And we are going to play the audio. We can't play the video because, of course, that's copyrighted. So we will give you timestamps if you want to watch, listen along. And in this episode, the Brown family spends Thanksgiving apart. Christine and Robyn put their differences aside to visit with McKelty's newborns. Robyn pushes Kody to reconcile with his kids, and Christine reveals that she went on a promising first date. All right.
We're going to meet David. That's fine. It's fine. David. This episode was a lot of toxic energy coming at me. So like having the thing with Christine, talking about David was at least like,
a little respite.
A little, yeah. Just a little. Yeah. All right, ready? And
all right, so we are at 1 minute exactly.
Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. I had it on the previously on. Okay, let me get to it.
Oh, that's
there we go. Okay, we are at it. I'm at Meri. There she is.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, where's that? The dog there. You lay there. Good, good, good.
Oh,
getting settled with the dog here.
We are in Salt Lake City.
Hi, welcome to Oma. Babies. Oh, hi, Archer.
Babe, I made food.
No, Ace.
Babe, I made some food. It's tortillas and it's Mexican food.
I mean, my God. Okay. I have to say, I love that he's bringing her food. He's being attentive and so on.
Yes, we love Johnny over here.
I would be cautious of the type and the amounts of food that he's giving her, because when you're on painkillers after you have a baby, things aren't moving. Like if you're on
Mexican
narcotics,
food
things
might
are
be
not
good
moving.
then.
It's either going to be good or it's going to be real bad when like it's time to actually go.
Well, from my own experience, I would have rather just been shitting pure water instead of not pooping for 11 days. You waited for me while I did that. Remember? I was like, it's happening. And then you like waited like out, and I was just in the bathroom and it was like 25 minutes.
And in case you needed some help, you know, I could call the Canadian authorities. Also, I just wouldn't trust anything that Tony's making. Like, you know, there are so many like dipped fingers, licked,
and like him
in.
putting his fingers behind his ear, his hair behind his ears, and just the grease of that getting in each tendril. Stop.
Yeah, and his hair already looks greasy. Like Mykelti has an excuse for not being able to like get up and shower, but Tony, I don't know about that. Okay, so away we go. 140.
So much. I missed you. I didn't see you all day. Mykelti just barely had the twins. Like Ace and Archer are so cute, so delightful, but they're really newborn. Like she had to have them cesarean section in the hospital. She left pregnant, and less than an hour later, she came back with twins. It's amazing. How was your first night?
I guess.
It was good. You know, that's like a record. You had your cesarean.
I can't believe that.
Yes, it is. You were in the hospital for one night. Ace and Archer are fraternal twins. You can definitely tell who is who.
This is the second episode now that Christine has explained to us what fraternal means. We know.
Is it? She said that last week too.
Yeah, she's like, they look alike, but like they don't even look alike. Like they're like fraternal, so like one, like you can totally. It was just. I mean, it was just.
You know what though? There are people, and I'm sure. Let us know in the comments that other people have gotten this. But I used to get. So my kids are 13 months apart, boy and girl, and they look completely different. Like their coloring is totally opposite. And I would get questions all the time. Oh, are they twins? Are they, or they'll be like, oh, are they identical twins? I would get it all the time.
People think we're sisters.
And I'd be like, no, they're not even twins. They're actually a year apart. And people would be like, oh, like they would ask identical twins.
Huh.
Like not only are they not fraternal, they're not even the same age.
Also, these babies look exactly the same to me.
What?
These babies look exactly the same to me.
They like do smushed up, but they are like so tiny. Look how little they are. Oh.
Right.
Okay, 217.
Right.
Last night I was definitely hurting a lot. Worst night of sleep of my entire life, honestly. My stomach, just because everything's loose in there, would kind of move over and slide, so it would pull the scar. Ouch. So no matter how I slept, it hurt so bad. But then I'd also have to get up and then sit up so that I could hold the baby and try to nurse one of the boys. And Robyn helped me through all of it. What did we do? Oh, we put a mattress pad down in our closet. Robyn slept in the closet. Seriously. And she had and then when they would wake up and be hungry, she brought the boys to me, helped me like sit up and stuff. And then I'd feed one of the boys and then give the boy back to Robyn, and she'd go back to bed. So I know that some people would think, well, why are you sleeping in the closet? That's weird. But then it's just like, well, it's really close. It's convenient. The closet's huge. You know, just I could be close. She didn't get any sleep.
This begins I'm seeing everywhere online. Just this is Robyn's redemption arc. And I also love that universally everyone is like, we can see what you're doing. This is fake. It's a redemption arc. This is pre-planned. We're not buying it. But this is start of it with Robyn. Oh, she's so selfless. She slept in a closet. Like, don't mind me. I'll just go in here.
Yeah. No, you did this. Also, you're going to do anything. If Christine's not there, she needs to be able to be like, oh no, it was no big deal. I mean, I just stayed up all night and, you know, I just love the babies and it's just what I do. You know,
it's so performative. It's just like, it's just the intentions are, it's not from a,
we see you.
Yeah. We see you. Like it's so annoying. And I'm seeing this in the comments too, that everyone is just annoyed that I don't even know if it's TLC, but it's obviously that Kody and Robyn think that we're all dumb. Like, it's just, I feel like my intelligence is being insulted. Like, you think we're that dumb? We've been watching this for 19 seasons. Do you know that?
Yeah. And of course she's going to stay there. If Christine didn't stay there overnight, she's like, I'll stay.
Oh yeah.
We know what's going on. You idiots. They're like, oh no, I would just do this all the time.
And we're currently recapping the Tony McKelty season on our Patreon. And Tony has this fun little thing that he does where he likes to just say like tampon.
Yeah.
Bloody vagina. Just because like he's like I'm just, I'm
if I was a girl, I'd have my period. Just like periods, tampons.
Because he's trying, like he thinks that people walk away and just go, "Oh, Tony,
he's so wild and crazy and silly."
So, and he does that here. That he's about to be like, "Hey, Christine, guess what Robyn did? Robyn was a fucking hero." Like, you know what you're doing. Like, they're in the same room together. Why are you now like addressing the two ladies together?
Okay, I will put my life's negative savings account on the fact that Tony absolutely, without a doubt, at some point in the first 36 hours of McKelty giving birth, had walked up to her and gone, "Got milk?" He would do a "got milk" joke.
And he did it for Avalon too, but now it's like second round of Got Milk.
He's
like he didn't do it for.
Well, he's saying it again so that other people can hear it.
Look at the cameras are here now. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. He needs an audience.
Timestamp
3:12.
Okay. Sleeping right now. She doesn't even. And she wouldn't want to. Guaranteed, Robyn didn't sleep at all. There's no way. But she got to hold the babies. That's the most important part. Isabel. I'll trade you.
Oh, he's coming with a plate of food for himself.
I know. McKelty, you were the most beautiful.
What did you say?
If you notice, okay, so Tony walked in with a plate of food for McKelty. Now he's walking Isabel in, and he's got a whole plate of food for himself to eat on the bed in there with them.
Oh yeah, this is he's like, oh, I guess while I'm making myself food, I guess I'll bring some for him.
Why don't you go sit in the kitchen so McKelty can be filmed with her mom and her sister and her babies,
and I don't have to watch your gross ass eating tacos and like
on the bed
t-shirt.
Yeah, like where I'm gonna be nursing later. Can we keep something like somewhat sanitary? It's the worst. 3:34.
I'm really grateful that, Robyn could be there, and
Janelle's like, I'm really grateful because that means that I don't have to go because I don't really like McKelty and Tony.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going over there. No.
Yeah, thank God for Robyn. Seriously. Janelle hates Tony in these episodes that we're watching.
Oh my God. Yes.
Openly. Just like she'll come to things just to be like, what? What was that?
Yeah. Did you just say your day or McKelty's day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I was just going to say McKelty's getting her cake. I was going to put my foot down.
They go to get wedding dresses and you don't see Janelle. She's out of frame. And it's just like, oh, here's my mom's and stuff. And Janelle's like, is it weird that the groom is here to help pick the dress? And the camera just goes, woo, and Janelle's like,
and she's like, yeah, I get that dress. That works.
To keep the boy in line up. Okay. We're going.
Really was helpful. 3:30. Sounds like, especially with those first few hours. I can remember when Logan was born. Christine was brand new in the family. She and Kody had just married a few months ahead. And I remember Christine keeping Logan for me one night. And
I thought Christine hated Logan. Remember, Kody was like, it was Christine who was jealous, since no one asked.
Yeah, no, she never wanted a relationship with her sister wives.
She's hated Logan from the beginning. I'm sure Logan hates her too. I'm sure they have a bad relationship.
The most awesome thing, because
3:55.
And so having somebody do that while you're at home in your own bed resting is huge. Look, I will say, when it comes to the kids, we really hope that we can all co-parent together peacefully. So baby slept good. How was Avalon with them? So kind of put one of the boys in her arms for a second. And she started crying. Wait, what? Tony had a kid and I had a kid. She realized that we're not holding her. It was sad. That's one of the saddest things I've ever heard. Yeah, that was rough.
Okay.
It's one of the saddest things you've ever heard.
And she knew it. And in one day, everything changed. And everything became hard. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. She looked at her mom.
She'll be okay.
Her dad.
Yeah, she'll be
And she realized her
fine.
whole world was going to change. It's so sad.
She'll be blessed. She'll be lucky to have 2 brothers.
Oh, you got Maria here. How long is Robyn going to stay? She wants to be home for Thanksgiving. So no matter what, I think she'll leave Wednesday. Thanksgiving is less than a week. So I'm going to be making Thanksgiving dinner because it's McKelty's year to host.
Okay, stop, please. Okay, we're stopping at 5:02. I hope this really was just for filming purposes for the show, because if it's like, oh, well, it's your year to host, but you just had twins and you have like a 1-year-old, someone else take this year.
Oh, that's probably exactly what happened. I think McKelty probably wants that. It's like all of the twins, and I'll be hosting all eyes on me.
And like everyone will be here doting.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No, this was planned, I think. It's Thanksgiving next Monday, Jody.
Oh, are you going to have a little thing?
I'm going to Daphne.
Daphne?
Yeah.
Oh,
Daphne and Ron.
I saw Daphne's kitchen.
Oh, yeah. Well, I brought the puppy over. And it's like 3 pictures. It's one is Ron holding and my mom reaching for the dog. Like, no, Ron. Let's And then the second one is her taking him out. And then the third one is just my mom, like, holding the puppy.
Well, the one of just her holding it is like a live photo. And she's still like... I don't know if you noticed that, but she's still like grabbing the dog from Ron. I think this is like wild that she would still have it at her house.
Oh no, McKelty planned this from the beginning.
Okay.
A little bit, hold the baby. So this year has little to do about the food. What is cool is, so Jessie, one of the labor and delivery nurses, she was the one that kind of took care of, she was one of the nurses that took care of Archer when he came out. They both had their own team. Hey, Robyn. Hey.
All right, you wanted to show this picture?
Okay.
I think that this is the most relatable Robyn has looked. Like, I immediately was like, if you just dressed like this, it would just make you 20% more relatable. If you just dressed like this, wore your hair like this, wore this kind of makeup, I think she looks like a normal human being that exists on Earth.
In her Mama Bear shirt.
Oh God.
When I looked at this, I thought, wow, what a difference from her. And here, her first date out where we first see her with Kody in her white shirt, where she comes down the hallway of her rental going, derp, 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 100%. Oh no! This is what 15 years of marriage with Kody Brown will get you.
Well, and then just one night of not having a full 12 hours.
Oh, right. Oh, it's been what, like 20 years? Yeah. All right. Oh, I could have loved it. 5:23.
You slept in the closet with the babies all night. Best night of your life, right? Some party too. Nice. Did you sleep well? Did you have a good nap? Good. Yeah. My desire and intention has always been to have a good relationship with Christine.
Oh, clearly. But you did a great job, Robyn. From the get-go.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Well, I think too, like that moment where Robyn pulls the cereal away from Isabel and says, it's a snack, not a meal, and puts some of the cereal back. I'm sure Christine really appreciated that. Like, my daughter whose, spine is bending at a 30-degree angle and probably needs additional nutrition and everything. Yeah, like let's wait
until it's debilitating. That's really actually what they did.
Clearly eating too much cereal. Just look at her. Yeah.
We talked. Somebody wrote about the necklace, and I think that you also wanted to mention the necklace.
Oh yes. So this necklace, let me pull that up. What is that?
An owl or a cat? Maybe it looks like it has pointy ears.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't able to zoom in and figure it out, but it's not my sister wife's closet.
No, it isn't. And you know what I noticed, that she brushed her hair out.
The curls.
And actually, I wanted to ask you this. Okay, well, first, I feel like they're maybe they've seen the very first YouTube cover that you made for us. The very first one we did, you had Robyn's curls, and you had like a talking bubble from the curls that says "brush me out." That was like the very first cover.
I don't even
remember. Just brush me out.
Brush me
then
out.
I wanted to ask you, what your cover for this week Can you explain it? Because I just like don't get it. I'm dumb.
Oh no. Okay. Well, let me.
My brain
Okay.
goes in different directions than you when we each watch the episode.
Okay. So I'll jump ahead just a bit, but obviously everyone is gonna know this scene.
Okay.
Where Meri's sweeping. Okay.
Yeah.
Her cool tight pants where she's
They are
sweeping. So I thought of her as Cinderella and she's sweeping.
That is a great. Yeah. See, like that's just such a minuscule moment in the episode. And you like that was like
I lived in it. The entire episode, I was living on Maria's patio that she was sweeping insane amounts of straw.
That's what I
and
love
dust.
though, is that you just took a nuance. And this is a hilarious picture of Kody. And the Photoshop on Robyn there, it's pretty seamless.
I wanted to get those fingies in there, but then I was getting the rest of Robyn's her pretty blouse, so I couldn't get that.
Yeah, she likes to wear them high up, the high collar.
Yeah, but I mean, seriously, look at Meri's front porch area. I mean, that's like haystacks. Tumbleweeds have blown in. What is going on? No one goes to Meri's house.
Herd mentality says broom by Salsa Brava.
Ah, exactly. I agree.
Okay.
All right. So let's go back. We are at 544.
Maybe this is kind of laying a foundation for future interaction, so that it's positive. So time-wise, they're probably not too hungry. It's more like, oh, my milk came in. Yeah. So they've been really enjoying it. Oh, I bet.
I don't want to know about McKelty's milk.
Yeah, like I wanted. No, they don't necessarily need the food right now.
Why does Tony look like he gave birth?
Because he hasn't showered. He's like,
babe, if you're not going to.
Yeah, babe, did you take a shower? I didn't take a shower either, babe. I just been so busy.
I'm in it with you, so it's just like I feel like we're one.
No, he absolutely smells. I feel like his socks. I feel like his feet.
I feel like it's like a dusty. It's not sweaty. It's like a dust.
I feel like he wears like a patchouli.
I was just going to say that.
Smell.
I'm like, you know that how like patchouli doesn't smell good to some people? Like me?
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't get that. Just some people it smells good because it just.
I think it's like a cilantro thing because like people that I could only assume that if you wear it, it's because you think it smells good.
But it like just categorically actually does not smell good, right?
Yeah, but cilantro tastes like soap to some people. So I think it is one of those things. Am I wrong? I don't know. Maybe I made that up in my head.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. 608.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Christine's being very mature right now. Although this must kill her to have to talk to Robyn.
Yeah, it's a little bit awkward that Robyn's here. Of course, we're not on the best of terms. I wish I didn't feel awkward. That's just stupid. That's the last.
It's not stupid.
Even about me at all.
It's natural.
So here, a funny story.
Yes.
Robyn last night was like a prophet. Like the kids were like super unsettled. She's like, they need to poop. And so she comes over here and opens one up, and then he starts pooping out command.
He did? Yeah.
Cool story, Tony. While you're eating a plate of fucking like tacos, too. Robyn, he pooped everywhere. Robyn said he used to poop. He pooped.
His delivery is just weird. Robyn was a prophet.
Because he has that Utah thing. Prophet. God, in that one episode that we were covering.
I changed the baby's diaper and he just started pooping. Yeah, that's what newborn babies do. This is like your second and third.
Congrats that Robyn knew that if a baby's crying, one of the options is that it has to poop.
Yeah, either that
episode we did where Tony,
newborn baby, 24 hours old, either it's hungry or you need to change the diaper. That's it. They wake up to eat and go to sleep during the first like 3 days. That's it.
Sounds like a day in the life of Amanda Kaczynski.
Wow.
That episode we did with Tony where they had to put subtitles on him because he was like
We're like, what? You're speaking English.
The phlegm was so much.
Yeah. Yeah, he's always just got extra saliva in there. She's a prophet. Wow, prophet.
Yeah, so funny. Good. He was like pooping another dog, like, okay, I'll wait. And that, so I went through like 3 diapers because he just kept pooping and pooping.
Ew. I'm a mom and I don't want to hear about this poo story
Dynamic
shit.
between my mom and Robyn is really difficult. This new transition that my family's.
Oh, you did know that it's difficult. Oh, because it seems like you didn't know that. Because otherwise, why would you force them to do this?
Yeah, I wonder if Mykelti could do something about that.
Or have done something in advance before this happened, like not create the situation.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe be like, Robyn's leaving at noon. Why don't you come over after that? Not, oh, everyone has to be in the house all together at the same time.
Because I had 2 babies. I trump everyone. Sorry.
Yeah, you have to do what I say.
Yeah. I had a baby. C-section.
Yep. God,
it's hard. But I think that it just stands out for the incredible character of both of my moms, that they're able to work with each other for somebody that needs them.
Oh God. Okay.
Family, and it was obvious.
Okay, hold on. I will show this photo. Hold on. Hey,
we all know your pain here, Jody. We all know this pain. It's the worst. Okay, yeah. I see a lot of
now Robyn. Okay, Mykelti's taking this because she's like, "Oh, my new stepmom is so cool," or my new mom, whatever. And Robyn is taking this because I'm so skinny, I fit in the same thing as a junior section.
Oh my gosh, you're right. She's
like Bethany Frankling it here.
Yeah, I'm wearing 2 sizes smaller than Mykelti is. I'm 10 years older too.
Yep. And Mykelti also did that so she could be like, I hate you, mom, when she's 14.
Mm-hmm.
My new mom's cooler than you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Everyone's so mean to me in this family. I'm so misunderstood. No, we understand you. You suck.
Everything that I hoped for. When I was so excited about having a plural family, I was hoping that my kids would have a great relationship with other moms. It's great that Mykelti has a great relationship with Robyn. It's what I've always wanted for my kids to have. Mm-hmm. But like just taking the kids out of the bassinet too and just keeping them with you helped so much. Because I was like, okay, I don't have to worry. I don't have to do anything. Robyn's got the kids. I'm going to pass out. And I solid passed out. Yeah, Christine was great. We just co-grandparented.
All right, I feel like Robyn's not getting the social cues here. Like, all right, well, it's time to hit the old
thank you so much. That was amazing. Last night you were here. That's all I needed. Was just like last night, sleep.
So we're gonna have some lunch, have a great trip.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Looks like the babies are both sleeping. So
yeah, she's like sitting down now and holding a baby. Like she has sat. It's like you were just standing though.
Yeah. Do you need to like take a shower or anything?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, Tony's not using it.
Get some time to yourself. Maybe go grab like coffee or go shopping.
Shopping.
There's you like shopping?
Right
There's a mall.
Yeah. There's hours and hours. Cheap sales.
Yep. Mm-hmm. 7:56.
I've always what I've wanted. I understand and I have to respect that she doesn't want it the same way. And I know that she was probably just making sure that she was supportive to Tony Mykelti, which I appreciate. And so it worked out. It was fine. It was great.
Peek your face.
I just had to leave the twins and Avalon and Tony Mykelti, and I just don't want to go. I've had the most beautiful experience with those babies.
Ugh. Oh my God. Oh, shit. What is so fucking great about that?
Because she wasn't home with Kody and Areola. Maybe even she knows that Areola sucks. We're at 8:30.
Thank you. I lost it all. I don't know.
So
keep talking.
I mean, Robyn she's got to lay it on thick here that now, not only did she go, she's the grandparent that loves these babies the most.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be like. Oh, she just has a special connection. That's what she's going for.
And I'm irritated that she's like, that she said in a second ago, it's just Christine was able to put her differences aside and I just be there for Tony. And I just really appreciate that. It's like, it's not your kid to appreciate her own mother. I just really appreciate her just putting it aside.
How about just like, I appreciate Christine being open and willing that I'm also there. So they could share in this with Mykelti and her.
Like, for Mykelti's sake, I just really appreciate Christine learning to be mature. All right.
Right.
I am at, like, is Kody about to talk here?
Yep.
Perfect. I'm not touching the screen. Sorry.
You expect from a divorce. The struggles that we have been so foreign from what our family was.
It's been such a sweet experience being a part of all of this and being
that poop story sounded great.
And helping take care of the babies and getting to bond with them. And
why is she trying to cry?
I just really love being a grandma.
Well, I guess,
but you're not. So
yeah, like you're okay.
Not anymore.
I just hate the way she even just talks about babies, because it's like she just it's like its own like little category for her, just babies. It doesn't matter what the baby is. Just
she Kody have this thing with babies. Like it's exactly what
it makes them less human the way they say it. Like they're babies. Babies are babies, and babies are babies. Babies.
Well, and like someone said in the comments on Robyn or Kody's Instagram, they love the baby stage, but as soon as they get like a mind of their own, an opinion, a perspective, then like,
okay, but then why does Kody still like Ariella so much? Because she is.
They're afraid of her. No, I truly think like they're afraid to reprimand, discipline. They're afraid of her because,
you know who else is afraid of her? All the other kids in her class who are an entire head shorter than her.
Yeah,
and her teachers. Because we found pictures, what we should discuss on the Patreon.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, they are afraid of Ariella because Ariella will say the things like we're going to talk about, I don't like Christine. You know, they can't, Kody and
why
Robyn
is your chest all red?
They cannot take that because they thrive on that, like, needing to be needed and adored. And like, you know, your parents, when you're that little, they're up on a pedestal.
Yeah, but so Ariella she doesn't put them on a pedestal anymore. I think she owns the place.
Right. Because I think they don't discipline her. So I do think that she really does rule the roost. I don't think that they discipline her very much. So she is like, oh, mommy, daddy, I want that. And they're like, okay. But as soon as she gets to an age where like they're going to try to she's going to turn on them.
She's the kid from the I Want It Now girl from Willy Wonka.
Yes. Veruca Salt.
Veruca Salt. Yeah.
Yep.
She totally is.
Okay.
All right. Robyn's crying.
9 on the dot.
Very difficult time connecting with all of my kids. And of course, twins being born is going to give us all something special, something maybe that helps to, you know.
Yeah, the twins are gonna save this rift in your entire family.
The only thing between me and ex-wives, but I'm gonna have to go see those babies. I gotta see those grandkids, you know. So I'm gonna be excited to go see them.
She's gonna have that baby.
I gotta go. She's about to have that baby. What? Why was Kody not there? You think? It just seems weird that he would even allow Robyn to like go without him for this long.
Well, who's going to watch Ariella and Saul?
I don't think that Kody actually watches them at all. Like the nanny will watch them. Or 3 grown adult children that live in the house with them.
No, they can't put that responsibility on them. It's not their job to parent. They're not. There's no way they can leave Ariella home alone. There's no possible.
I wasn't suggesting, but do you think that like Aurora can handle her?
Aurora can't handle anything. We saw her, Kody carried her up the stairs.
Yeah, and then the ear piercing thing was like the biggest event of her entire life.
Yeah, I see Robyn being like, no, it's not fair to the older kids to have to babysit or watch their younger siblings because that's not their job. They need to be children. They shouldn't be left in charge. Look at Logan and Aspen and all that. They took care of their younger siblings, and look, now they don't even have kids. That was too much responsibility on them, Kody.
You could bestow on any couple. The child.
Yeah, you shouldn't have the children take care of the other children. That's what I could hear her telling Kody.
Yeah, that's not their responsibility.
Meanwhile, that's the only reason Kody could go on his dates to the Mexican restaurant and ask for hot chocolate with marshmallows.
Yeah, because he made the in the 2-seater. We're gonna drive all the way here. One of you has to crumple up in the back.
Sports car. Do you have marshmallows? No, we don't have marshmallows. It's a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah. Can you go get some? What's the timestamp?
9:26.
More opportunity to open the doors with my children.
I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna go home and not see them every day. I'm having a hard time even.
I think you'll get over it real
It's
quick.
such a sweet, sweet experience.
Her and her sweet experience.
No, go drive out of the driveway. You know, Christine
Yeah.
was watching because she's filming in the car there. Christine's like, she's not leaving.
Yeah, God, go.
Filming herself right now. God.
That Kohl's cash isn't going to spend itself, Robyn.
All right, go ahead.
I've heard Kody say multiple times how awkward it is because he can't show the affection to Robyn that he.
Okay, sorry. What's the time? I'm like,
10:06.
right as the start. Okay, great.
Ooh, multiple locations. Thanksgiving.
Do you think that Garrison was in all of this footage and they cut him out? I feel like this is probably an easy thing to look up because you could probably figure out who was at this Thanksgiving. But like, I wonder.
Yeah.
I'm always very aware of if they're gonna mention him. Ooh, and I guess this will be a good time to bring this up. I wanted to talk about this. After watching this episode, I'm very nervous because you know how I keep moving the goalposts for Kody. Like maybe this will be the thing that'll make him. Maybe if he
come back around.
Realize it. Yeah, and I always assume that the Garrison thing would be that. Like that's how far I've moved.
Oh, okay.
Well, as long as he can take accountability for some of that, then I'll give him a pass. But the way this episode ended, this is a bad Kody episode. I'm getting really nervous that he's going to be like, well, that's not my fucking problem, stupid kid. Like, do you think there's a possibility he's going to react like that? Like be a dick about it?
No, but I could see him like blaming Janelle.
Like on camera though. Like, do you think that he's going to have an unhinged reaction to it? That won't allow us to like see it from his point of view.
Yes. I don't think Kody can ever pull it together, even like, giving a diplomatic response. He will throw some sort of low blow or he'll turn it completely. Probably more likely is that he'll completely turn it around to like a poor me.
Okay, I guess so. If I can at least see him like crying and like just being sad for what happened without any other commentary. But I don't know if that's even a possibility after watching this episode.
I don't think it is. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. But I don't think he's going to be able to really pull it together.
Especially because this episode, their conversation in their driveway was clearly scripted. They had rehearsed that. And he still wasn't able to keep it together. You could tell that she was like, oh my God, you're going off script. Like, so he couldn't, in a rehearsed conversation, he wasn't able. I can't even imagine what his knee-jerk reaction is going to be right after the death of his son, which TLC did film. So I'm just kind of interested to see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. God. I hope for the rest of the kids' sake that like he doesn't say something stupid or he doesn't
like or
point
maybe
blame or anything like that, because that really would be
I feel like it's absolutely blame game.
Devastating, unforgivable.
How many more unforgivable? Like that's the thing is the goalpost keeps moving.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. No, you're totally right.
Okay. Timestamp.
We are
we're giving it
10:21.
Sorry. All right.
So, I guess we're worrying about you later.
This looks
This is the
fun.
first Thanksgiving that Robyn and I are having with just our children alone. We've never had this before. Oh, there's another nice piece.
So I had kind of.
He's really done a number on that turkey. He's cutting with like a butter knife. That's like what the turkey looks like. It's like decimated.
I just feel like this Thanksgiving is just so depressing over there. It's the same as any other night, just with, I don't know, a Jell-O. I don't know. There's red Jell-O on the table next to the turkey. Oh, maybe it's cranberry Jell-O.
Oh, cranberry sauce would make more sense.
It didn't look like sauce though. It looked pretty clear.
And then just after watching this Jenga scene from last week, and now we have again like an acted out. You can't even act natural, like just passing out turkey. Everything is
constantly performing.
Yeah, but it's like worse now.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, 10:35.
To take a trip to California over Thanksgiving, and that fell through. Yeah, Robyn did reach out and ask if I wanted to go over there for Thanksgiving, and I'm not going to do that. That's just weird. Oh my God.
Well, here's last year, and in this clip, Ariella has a binky still in her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Last year.
Yeah.
Right. And Robyn only reached out to Meri because she knew that Meri would definitely not say yes.
Of course.
So that she can be like, well, I asked Meri as I can only do too much. I can only do so much, Kody.
Yeah. 10:53.
Thanksgiving, and it was a pleasant experience. But Robyn and I don't behave like a married couple when my other wives are around. So we weren't acting like a married couple with Meri in our presence. That's mostly on Robyn. To be fair, that's because Robyn is very sensitive to other people. She wants to be very careful about their feelings. So when Meri's there with us,
also what the other wives did for your entire marriage, you guys never expressed affection amongst each other in front of each other. So why is this all of a sudden like, now it's like, oh, Robyn's so like, you know, she's so saintly because she's not, you know, showing affection or accepting affection from me. Yeah, no one else did either.
But it's also just a respect for everyone else in the room, regardless if it's your ex-wife or not. It's like, no one needs to see a couple being like,
exactly.
We assume you have sex behind the scene and like touch each other, but like, this is just out of respect for everyone. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I don't need to see couples like being like all time. Like, I get it.
Well, and like the point was back in the old days. So like, yeah, other wives aren't getting jealous. Other kids aren't being like, oh, dad does that with Janelle, but not my mom, or with Meri, but not my mom. So like they're shooting themselves in the foot, like just pointing a finger at themselves saying this, because it's like, oh, okay, so you did act differently with Robyn.
So do you think that when like Meri, like just a regular day in the house with the cameras not there, do you think Kody's just like all fucking like hands across America, just like I feel like he's just pawing at her all the time.
I feel like there's like a lot of babe, a lot of like, you know, huggy, touchy. Kody needs to feel like a man.
Yeah,
and like she's gonna make sure, which like I think all men do. They want to feel like, you know, I am a man, but she's really good at showing her best customer her appreciation.
Yeah,
and that's probably tiring too, because now he's not coming home like, oh, finally, right? Like the wife who's gonna make me feel like I'm the man. He's just always there.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have to like lay it on thick when he comes over because he's there all the time.
Ooh.
Oh well, 11:14.
Somebody in the comments noticed that Dayton isn't here. Dayton has not. I mean, I would love to know. Oh my God, to know backstory. There.
He could be the one filming too, because this looks like home footage.
Maybe, but then there was that rumor from like last year that like he went and like spent time at his dad's house.
Yeah. Well, I hope so.
I hope so too. That? He's dying from cancer. All right, here we go.
Close with Meri, and now I'm no longer close with Robyn because Meri's present, and Robyn wants to be sensitive to Meri.
What was your plan? You were gonna just be touching her the whole time?
Say multiple times how awkward it is that I'm even there, because he can't show the affection and the adoration to Robyn that he wants to, and I'm not gonna inhibit that. You know, I'm not a member of the family. I just really don't want to go be a third wheel at Robyn and Kody's house.
Salt Lake City.
I'm saying something's wrong. What this Thanksgiving this year is about, and what we're most grateful for is those babies being healthy, and we're just grateful for that they have this little family now, and everybody's doing great. Let's get the bowls up there. Isabel's here, Aspen and Mitch, and then we have Tony's family. Tony's mom, Maria, dad, Antonio, and then some of his siblings are here as well. So Gwendolyn came into town with her girlfriend, Bia.
Okay, please pause.
Yeah.
Okay, now in this scene right here is what we're looking at. Here's Bea and Gwen, right?
Yeah.
Now it's time for me to admit something.
Oh no. Okay, I have those dog bowls with that writing on it. Dog bowl.
Yeah, but do Tony and Mykelti also own it?
No, I mean that.
I bought something. Mykelti and I have the same taste. Now, of course, it still has a Home Goods sticker on. $9.99.
Hey, that's a good deal.
I know, but like, it's always painful when you see something that someone you don't like has, and you're
You
like,
have to put coffee in there, like coffee grounds.
There's coffee grounds in and out. It does have a suction lid, so it does seal. But normally I have K-cups in there.
Oh,
we've been going
I was gonna say I have never
lots of
bought coffee grounds in my whole life.
Yeah, I'm a K-cup girl, but my significant other is like somewhat, save the earth and like, all
K-cups
that.
are so much easier.
I know. Okay. All right. Okay. So we can proceed now. I just wanted to, I wanted to be honest. Now I feel like free. Okay. People are like, okay. Oh God. Okay. Thank you. People are saying
how do you guys know that?
Probably bought them
how do you
for
know
that. Just tell me that. I'm going to go with this.
Okay.
That if it was, oh no, Sam just says, I wonder if you and Mykelti have the same taste in men. No, we don't.
We can't. I tasted all the flavors. What is the timestamp?
Oh, okay, 12:16.
Adorable. They're a cute couple. They're really cute. If they wanted to get married, I'd be fine with it. Just saying, I'd be fine. So this year, Logan and Michelle are hosting Thanksgiving in Las Vegas at their house. They just bought a house.
So cute.
It's going to be very fun.
So, I mean, I know everyone else is going to point this out too, but like we weren't allowed to say Logan and Michelle wedding last episode, but now we're saying Logan and Michelle and putting a picture right there.
Yeah. What? I know. I think we watched the same. Yeah, I'm switching my hair up here again. I'm pretty sure we watched the same TikTok where. Who was it that like actually talked to Michelle? We saw something that like someone talked to Michelle and she's like, yeah, I told them not to, that we didn't want like the wedding talked about.
Oh yeah, there was someone on our Facebook page. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But she was commenting all like on everyone. Like a lot of people were tweeting, okay. She was responding to everyone. Like we didn't ask for that. So
okay. I mean, whatever. God.
Yeah, we're at Hunter and Peyton with Janelle.
Okay, 12:39.
Peyton is Christine's biological son, and he always says to me, "Well, you're my other mom."
Oh.
So I only had one boy, just Peyton.
Yeah, Janelle. I know Janelle didn't have to deal with Tony, but she did probably have to bear a lot of the brunt of Peyton because he was probably over there a lot. Because remember Kody made him like leave when he like screams at the kids that one time when I think Gabe and Garrison are fighting upstairs and Janelle's like, go do something.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Go!
Yeah. Did they get in a fight at Janelle's house and then Peyton was supposed to go home, but he really just went downstairs and like sat on the couch waiting for Cody?
Yeah,
and
because
Janelle.
Cody already forgot. Like,
yeah, he's like, I gotta see how this thing plays out, which I kind of loved. He's like, I wasn't part of it, but like, I'm definitely gonna listen to how it goes down. Sure. All right, 12:54.
Living a house full of women all the time. Like he is my kid, but he's not my biological child. But it doesn't seem any different. He just fits right in with all my boys. Aww. It just feels like he belongs there.
That's sweet.
He was always over at Janelle's house. He's definitely benefited from me living polygamy because he has so many brothers now and he loves it. Having doing Thanksgiving with Janelle is just awesome.
You want some of the drumstick?
I have the drumstick.
Oh, it is those plates.
You're right.
It is.
Pickle, blueberry, or olives, and something on Ariola's plate.
Look, TLC hates this kid too because like they just went from like her Janelle and it's all happy and like nice underscoring, and then it's like Ari being like, "I want a drumstick,"
and she's not going to eat it. That little girl is not going to eat that huge drumstick. She just wants it because it's being offered.
Well, Brianna
so I have to have it.
enjoys a drumstick.
Oh, who was that? Enjoys a drumstick?
Brianna.
Oh, really?
I was like, oh, you're gonna regret this. I know you think you could tell she thought this was gonna be like a cute shot in the moment, but now it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Now, truth be told, I absolutely so I took this and then I was like, what can I Photoshop her biting into here and make that the cover?
Oh, I didn't even put that together. I'm so mad at myself.
But I don't know.
Too easy. And also she is like, we've seen her as a kid, so it's like weird.
Yeah. It'll be something. It'll be tearing into. Look at that. Now I'm kind of grossed out with turkey, looking at that like skin hanging off of it.
Oh,
It's kind of disgusting.
I want to rip that skin off and just fucking devour it. All right.
Really? Ew, it's like sinewy and like, ugh. Okay. Let's go. 1327.
I love my children and we're having a nice time.
Yeah, it looks fun.
I miss the family. I miss the big experience.
Hey, listen, very exciting to have all you here for
Thanksgiving 2016.
This is a very nice layout. Thank you, ladies, for this setup. All the food that's been cooked. It's very nice.
Thanksgiving was always such a big deal when we were all together as a family. We'd have 50
I
people.
don't really like that speech that Kody just made. It was very yada yada. It was very like, yes, thank you, ladies. The food, the table setting, you know, just very like, you know, I have to say
the ladies came up with like the layout here. They figured it out between the 4 dumb brains. They figured out how to seat us all here, and he's got to take the credit for it. Come on.
Yeah. I'll make the speech, ladies. Don't worry.
Yes. Yep.
Over, like we
1349.
That was small. We originally started out with the vision of having one family, and we worked very hard. Even when Robyn came,
look at that dumb headband.
To have that one family identity. I never imagined that we would not ever spend Thanksgiving together, but I'm really enjoying this smaller Thanksgiving, and I'm with people I want to be with. It's actually fun. I'm enjoying it.
Are you good? I'm really struggling in many ways that it's still.
This Thanksgiving dinner looks lit. It's like the worst. Are you good? Are you good?
Yeah.
Just a plate of blueberries.
Kody really trying to have his moment carving the turkey. Like, it's just you guys. Why wouldn't you just leave all that shit like on the counter? You go fill up your plates and go sit down. It's no different than any other night.
I genuinely think we're all stupid and that they're fooling us ever with everything. All right. This looks so depressing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is small. There's just the 7 of us.
My Thanksgiving dinner is going to be me, my mom, and Ron.
By safe.
Well, here it is. She's digging in.
She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing.
I was safe for everybody, but they weren't safe for each other.
It was the women's fault.
In so many ways, the dysfunction of just the basics in plural marriage.
Oh God, Meri.
Well, here's Meri sweeping. Down.
Hilarious. In the tightest pants ever.
Oh, the tightest. Only the tightest.
Sweep and little Heelys. Let's wear a
her
heel.
little booties. Yeah,
little
she likes her suede boots and a shirt that says "Not for everybody." Hashtag shade.
We see you. Also, I love how Kody is now polygamy is something that has happened to Kody.
Yeah.
It shows me the dysfunction in plural marriage. This is now something that has been done to Kody.
Yeah, plural marriage turned on him.
Yeah. God, he got caught up in it.
1446.
I've heard that Meri is not going to be spending Thanksgiving with Kody and Robyn, which kind of surprised me. And I wondered who she was going to be spending it with. I hope somebody.
Not me, but I mean, hope somebody. I didn't invite her.
A lot more, and I think it's time for her to do something different. I thought that for a while, and she still is around. I don't really.
And she's still around.
Talk to anybody about mine and Kody's decision. I don't feel like it's necessary for me to go make a big announcement about it. I'm actually saying.
I think your big announcement was made once you clicked send on that banana picture.
Do you mean this one?
You know it. Oh, with the little hairs hanging off of it.
Oh. Would this be when Meri cheated on Kody?
Had the fair. Right.
Okay.
But
Just
the guy
making
who wasn't
sure.
in the show Pan Am, even though that was the definitive thing that made her realize. And it turns out he's not in Pan Am.
Yeah. Lie upon lie upon lie.
When I showed John, my friend who stayed with me, that picture of the banana, he was just like,
Yeah, I don't think any guy's gonna get that and be like, well, now I'm hard.
yeah.
No.
It's just going to be an easy
15-20.
day. Just getting caught up on work. Logic says that when a man and a woman decide they're not going to be married any longer, they also therefore don't spend Thanksgiving together.
All right.
See right there, that's what Thanksgiving's about. It's just these babies laying on Tony and sleeping finally. I mean, come on. The kids are a week old today. Oh, congratulations, baby. Happy week birthday.
I want my other children in my life. I don't know how to do that. I believe. I'm grateful for the faith and hope that I have that things get better in the future.
Thoughts and prayers.
That's what we need.
So yeah, I miss everyone, and
This puppy. What? She's having a dream and she's going, yeah.
Oh, little puppy dream. She's chasing something. Are her little leggies moving?
They were, but now I've woken her up because my voice is so fucking loud. Are you fucking
Okay. Yep. Guys, it's happening. Because I don't know what to do until I
should have gone with the buns. I haven't even touched my hair.
Babe, I tried. I tried, babe. Okay.
You put it up. Don't touch it. You have to not touch it once you do it.
It looks too like a.
I like
tips.
that.
Give me tips. Okay.
That's
okay.
good.
Guys.
That right. You keep not working with it. You need to get ready for these in front of the Zoom. That's your mirror.
I have to, like, look at myself. That's awful.
Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get through the rest of this episode without having to take a pee break. Just
okay. Megan says the dog heard Robyn's voice and got scared to be kicked.
Oh, you should know. God. Maybe
Okay,
Drake lives.
16-8,
Drake's spirit is in whiskey.
Oh.
All right.
Sweet.
we were together. So yeah.
So.
I'm going ahead. Okay, it's about to start. What's the timestamp?
We are at.
I guess it's just after the commercial break.
16:48.
I forgot about this.
So it is Tuesday.
So it is Tuesday. I was home all last week for Thanksgiving sick. Stop yelling at us, Meri. It's not our fault. We didn't give you the germs, okay? Like, look at her. She's like pissed, like we did something to her.
God. I'm sorry.
The week after Thanksgiving, and I spent Thanksgiving here in my bed. Sick.
Hey, Corey and Carly are
She
here.
wasn't going to do Thanksgiving with us. She was going to do it with her children. Like, I found out later that she was at home sick. I just was like, oh my gosh, she's right here. After my conversation.
She's been there for the last 10 years you've been married, bitch. Like, where did she think she was?
I had already kind of made the decision that I wasn't going to spend Thanksgiving with Kody and Robyn. I mean, I don't know exactly what's going on with Meri and Kody's relationship. Like, I heard that they were separated, and
Christine took an improv class because she's acting.
No, I didn't really talk to Meri. Oh. So I'm not sure.
I could have told you in 2016 that Meri wasn't having Thanksgiving 2022.
Well, I think Meri was
Robyn.
actually the last person to come to that conclusion. She's like, I kind of decided like a little few minutes ago, but this is what Meri does is she'll but I'm not sure, like with the trees or the not trees.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making a decision yet.
Yeah.
This self-filming is rough.
Honestly, it's just
18 minutes.
my body's way of saying, hey, it's time you stop and you think about this. And
She
you
needs to
figure it
worthy
out.
down, you know? Too much worrying.
Yeah. All right. We're in Flagstaff. Oh, this. All right, guys. Are we ready? Because we're about to get some cinema acting.
Okay. All right. Take a moment.
Even the black screen is acting.
I still can't get over this house and just the trailers and cars and everything all around it. They're kind of doing like a panoramic view. This is $1 million+ house.
Well, apparently not, because it's not sold yet. They love having 2 mortgages, those Browns.
That's always fun.
It's
really
fun.
fun. I've been there. It's fun. It's awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
1820, Robyn's house. Shortly before cameras arrived, Kody and Robyn had a heated exchange. Before tensions could escalate, Kody decided to go for a drive.
Go for a drive.
Also, something tells me casinos are open 24 hours. I mean, like, absolutely, he went off to, like, rage gamble, right?
Yeah, I just need one big win and I'll be better.
Yeah, just go to He's got to get, like, his human growth hormone injected, and he's going to go hit some slots. Actually, I think Kody likes a table. He likes the pomp and circumstance of a table, of being like, hit.
Oh yeah, no, he's not sitting at a slot machine. He's performing at the casino too. Here I am, Kody Brown.
Yes, yeah. He just slides up to the table. Gets real chummy with a dealer, which I'm sure they love. They love.
Oh, they do. They love it. He'll give them some tips. I don't know exactly the way I play it, just so you know.
And every time he goes bust, he's truly shocked to his core.
Well, it doesn't make any sense.
How could this happen?
I had an ace. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. It's Madison's fault.
Come on. A pair totally beats a straight flush. Come on.
Okay, we're at the okay.
Love it. 1835.
After we got the kids to school, me and Kody got in a fight.
Oh, you know how Kody goes and drops all the kids off to school in the morning.
Which he does. What a pleasure. And the teachers are like, you know that they show up 5 minutes late every day, so the teachers are always like, oh, please.
Well, no, I can call it right now. Not only does she arrive late, they insist on walking her to her class.
Interrupting the whole rhythm of the class. The kids are finally getting going. Kody and Robyn are now here.
I guarantee what has happened is they've had to talk to the principal, because for sure, like, the front desk secretary is like, no, they come in every day. They want to walk her back to the room. And the teacher's like, they interrupt. Then she's coming in. It's a whole thing. And so they had to have like a special meeting to allow special permission for Areola and Robyn and Kody to bring her in every morning. And they're like at the door, like, no, it's going to be okay. You're going to have a great day. Oh, look how excited your teacher is to see you. Oh,
they go in, they interrupt, and Cody's like, oh, your lunch. Oh, I left it in the car. So now we're waiting. And then Kody has to make another entrance back with the lunch.
And then the teacher is like, oh, you can sit right next to me. And they're like,
right here. And meanwhile, Areola is tearing her entire tag off the desk. Just,
can I hold the book for you? I'm like, sure.
All of the kids in her class must have anxiety.
Oh, she always gets to be line leader. She always gets to be door holder. She gets to bring the library books down.
The kids that got 100%. Caught in the square with her, I mean,
she just busts in playing like Foursquare, like she owns the place, like it's her fucking, blacktop. She bosses all the other kids around, like they play house, and she's like, "Nope, I'm the mom." Like I can see this so clearly. She's absolutely
really went in
that
on
kid.
Ariella for a bit. But
Well, I just I feel it. Like
she
like
is. She's that kid. She's that
Yes.
kid. We've all been teachers. We know that that's that kid, and you dread them showing up.
Like Amanda, you would be crying because she would make you be like the dog when you play house. And you'd be like, well, I don't want to play the dog. Last time, can I just be like this? And she's like, no, you're the dog.
What circumstance are you making up in your head where
I don't know, but like I'm really feeling it right now. I feel this viscerally that Ariola plays house and forces.
No, I just feel sorry for her teachers. Like, true. We already went on a rant. So next week, Sister Wives Patreon, we talk quite a bit about that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Let's. I'll get off of my Ariola soapbox. 1840.
Robyn is extremely upset that I'm not reaching out more to my children.
I was putting pressure on Kody to work on his relationships with his kids. And it triggered him and it upset him.
Well, this all just came to a head. Our voices are starting to raise. I'm not going to sit here and fight with you and have a rift in our relationship caused by these people who have created the biggest rift in my life. I'm not doing that. Okay.
I don't know how Robyn can even respect this man. How do you respect this person?
He's blaming the rest of his family and his children on a fight he's having with Robyn.
Yes. Right now.
Somehow it's their fault that they're arguing.
I'm not going to allow them to infiltrate this.
He hasn't seen them in a year plus, and now they're responsible for just like a tiff.
Yeah,
you know, they're arguing.
A passing argument.
I just can't take it. It's
See now,
fault.
What happened? There wasn't an argument. Obviously, they're like, let you go out in your truck, and then I'll tell TLC we had a fight, and then we'll come home and do the scripted thing. And again, Kody still gets himself so worked up in
this is what he convinces himself. He actually believes himself.
Yeah, he's getting more and more riled up.
He forgets also that this is a scripted argument that they came up with. And so now he gets, you can see when he starts getting confused with Robyn when they're arguing outside, he's really believing it. And she's like,
you know, he never drops character. He's like a regular, like Dustin Hoffman. He's just always in that head space. All right.
All right. 1914.
All right. Here he's rage driving back
to take off.
So Kody's coming home. He let me know he's on his way. I have to talk to him.
The way she walks,
have to.
Looks like she just took a shit or something. Like she's got something. She's like she's walking really oddly.
I think she doesn't go outside a lot. So like these shoes, she's kind of breaking in just like the shoes and the
she doesn't want to slip. It's like,
well, so why is she walking down the driveway? Why doesn't she walk out the exit on that level?
Oh, because she can't clear a path. You see, have you ever watched the show Hoarders?
Oh, or just have you ever seen the inside of Robyn's house?
Yeah, all the exits are blocked. She can only get out through the front. What I wonder is why didn't they just have like the camera crew outside the front door where those benches are, and then Kody makes his way up there?
Because she wants to meet him at the car because she needs to get him just so that he just, I don't want to bring this energy into the house.
Best customer. You go to the customer. Okay, got it. 1920.
And it's just something that is just eating at me. I'm so worried about these kids.
Yes. Of course.
Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Hi, I am wearing boots and a hat and gloves.
How are you doing?
Hi.
Good. How are you?
She took her acting lessons from JD Vance Refrigeration.
How a normal person would feel is how I feel.
Hello, Kody. Couples talk after they have a disagreement.
This is two JD Vances talking to each other.
The conversation.
You feel better?
I'm a little emotional.
Well, I mean,
I'm just thinking about what you're saying, so.
This really is like a high school acting class.
Yeah, he jumped a line there, and now she's trying to recover from it.
The way his arms are just hanging at his side, he's like, "Oh, hi there. I'm glad we could have a conversation." And then you can tell he's
about
like,
what you said before.
What do I do with my hand? And then he puts them in his pockets. He's like, "Okay, we found a place. Found a place for him."
The way his curls are styled around his toque are like individually styled.
This is what I need to do before our live so I can figure out this hair situation.
Yeah.
I need to take a page from Kody's book and just get in that mirror.
We're going to come back next
really
week. Your
work
head's
with
just
it.
going to be shaved.
I'll have on a Robyn headband, just a white
Yeah.
plastic headband, and then I'll walk in like.
You know, I'm tired of being angry.
I know.
You love being angry, Kody.
I'm tired of feeling betrayed. What has happened is in the divorce, and the divorce is, the ugly finger of blame has come out. Dad, you were never at my house. I'm sorry, I had 4 wives. I was at your house, though, because the other wife was complaining that I was at your house.
I just don't understand why you're not like just talking to the kids as much as you can. Like I just don't know why you're not reaching out to them more.
This has been going on for so long. They're trash talking.
Well, they're hurting.
Robyn, you saw how they were at the wedding.
I love this because we didn't know this last time that this thing with Madison. Ooh, it's smooth. I was just very impressed with Madison. Just like, I was like, yeah, you did that. You did that. You corralled your kids away, like protectively. The way that Brandon and Teresa hustled little Carly away from Butch at
Right.
Kate and Tyler's
Well,
wedding.
and Kody probably went up to him like the same thing, like, wanna dance?
Yeah.
La samba. Like shaking things in their face. And they're like,
Yeah.
he's 6. He's
Oh,
not
I
a
love
toddler,
it.
you know? Oof.
I recently
Okay,
went to a
2043.
family wedding. The whole family was there. There was so much animosity from some of my family. There's a couple of my kids wouldn't even engage me at the wedding. Some of them wouldn't even talk to me. But some of the kids have.
He's incredulous about
I
this.
saw Madison take her kids and scuttle them away from me.
I saw.
She never told me she was pregnant. She never told me she was going to have a baby.
That is crazy.
Also the same
I wasn't
thing,
the first to know that
Kody.
Caleb blew alone and loaded my daughter.
Yeah. First thing I knew she was pregnant and gonna have a baby. Isn't that the same thing? Like, he knows how this works, right?
I don't know.
Mm.
It's just the overlying part, the overlying Caleb of it all around this whole thing. It's what he's not saying here. Is that
I didn't even get to see
Caleb?
Caleb.
I didn't get to hear the news straight from his mouth.
I merely need to remember how his hair smelled.
I'm gonna miss you so much. I'm gonna miss you so much.
They're gonna have a good life. They're gonna have a good life.
All right.
Yeah, it's the Caleb of it all. Like the kids.
Treated his family the way
Oh, sorry,
he
I
is
played.
completely ditched out. And really, Maddie doesn't have any contact with him. She is very protective of her children. Kody has not been there since Evie was born, and Evie's 3.5. And she didn't want him to just drop in and be like, "Oh, I'm your grandpa," and then be like, "What? Who is this guy?"
Exactly.
It's unrealistic expectation for grandparents to be in their grandchildren's lives all the time, especially if you move your children to an entirely different coast.
There's FaceTime.
I know.
They're purposefully.
What about a
leaving
card?
their
Just like
lives.
Ari wanted for her birthday.
Huh?
What about a card? Robyn herself last week said, like, she didn't get a card for her birthday.
Oh my
Well,
God.
Kody, are you sending cards to your grandkids? Are you sending them to your kids?
Yeah, like I agree
yeah.
that like grandparents really don't need to be there. Like I only really talk to my grandparents a couple times a year, but I don't think that's what this is about. It's that Madison, you're a bad person, and that's what Madison doesn't want around her kids. It's not the grandparent part.
Yeah, and also like it can be scary for kids to have an adult run up to them and be like, "Hi, whatever," and like want to give. And you know how Kody loves kissies right on the lips.
Nice herpy, fresh
Yeah, like,
herpy to spread around the baby.
Yeah, like maybe just now is not the time to have a conversation or to interact because we're at an event where we should just keep the peace. Everyone have a good time. So yeah, we're not going to do this.
I also can't imagine that in present day it's any better because now this whole season is just Kody trashing Madison the whole season.
Yeah, this isn't going to make it better, Kody.
The best way to handle that. God.
He thinks he's going to say this and Caleb's going to watch it and be like, you know what? My best friend Kody is right.
He's really hurting Madison.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pressing play. Timestamp.
21:48.
For
Oh my
a
God.
crime I did
It's a
not
piece
commit.
of-
I am only guilty of not falling madly in love with their mothers. Madison actually called Janelle, saying Dad said he didn't love you.
Okay. There is a special type of delusion here that just comes from being able to blatantly just say, Madison said I didn't love Janelle, when you know very well it was aired 6 months ago.
Yeah, we saw it.
You said it.
You were rolling logs around with Gabe, trying to strip that log that's been out there
One that
for
wouldn't roll into place.
years, and called Janelle a Teflon queen. Basically, that like COVID's all her fault.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yet now he's like, I don't even know where they're coming from. Where's this coming from? Your mouth. Your mouth.
He believes it though. Like in his head, he thinks that this is the craziest. They said that. And then later he's going to say, they think that we were using COVID as an excuse to spend more time together. But he believes it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They think I was here all the time. We saw you. Like actual film. We have eyes.
All right. Press and play.
I know, but
22.
couldn't you like reach out to her? Every time I talk to her, she spreads gossip about me to the rest of the family.
Yes, she
I
does.
said that I didn't love Janelle. On the contrary, I actually said that I loved Janelle. This is some rumor that was created in the family that just sowed division.
By you.
Was
Yeah.
killed by gossip.
Kody has this narrative about Madison.
Janelle is talking, but right before that, they let her have a millennial moment of just going, Kody.
Like, here we go. I mean, Kody is so stupid. The fact that he right now is gossiping is so lost on him.
Yeah.
That you're here, you're gossiping to Robyn and the camera crew.
The camera crew. Well, they're his friends.
About your daughter and your grandchildren.
Gossip ruined this family.
Also, it's not gossiping if it's just family talking about what other family is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Where she sets the gossip, but he is as big of a gossip. He'd always say that Meri was difficult or Christine was whatever. Like he would always say things like that to me about Meri and Christine. He never said it about Robyn. But he would say stuff about Meri and Christine.
What they've done is there's all this contempt that they have for me. Listen, I'm just having such a hard time with this. Well, I will
Thinking.
reach out to.
But you can tell that he, again, is going off script, and she's just going like, I guess I'll just say the line that was supposed to be in this part. Because
She's like, she's trying to wink. She's trying to wink like, let me say that thing that we said.
Because it couldn't have been the plan for him to just air out his grievances on each child,
this is where
right?
Kody's so stupid. He starts believing himself.
He's naming names. He names lots of names.
He's having like a temper tantrum. He's stuck in this little thing, and she's trying to be like, okay, let's
I'm
just
having a hard time with that thing from a couple minutes ago before you started talking about Madison for some reason.
Yeah, remember, I'm gonna do like a sob story about my dad.
And you're gonna maybe kind of seem empathetic in some way or relatable.
For me to do it. And in time, maybe the rest of them will come back around.
You know.
She's trying to get back on track here.
Where were we?
You know.
Line.
Father. I know.
You know, I guess I'll bring up that dad thing. That was supposed to be like later on, but I guess I'll just say the dad thing now. Like you can see those wheels turning in her head. My biological, this is a Hail Mary. Also, I'm a little irritated, a little ticked that why have you never said this ever? You held this like kind of important piece of your backstory, and this is what you're saving it for?
Well, she couldn't have said it before because it would be going against exactly what she had her kids do with their biological dad, which was
dying of cancer.
Right. who wanted to have a relationship with them, and they cut him off. Kind of
by not forcing him to pay the medical bills for Dayton's surgery. That was Kody's fault. Yes, that's right.
Oh, because he was with Kody when that happened. Yes.
Now, if you watch the episode, they're gonna make it seem like they were with him, but they were actually with Kody. We found out recently.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, that's why Robyn didn't share this narrative that like biological parents are very important.
Yeah.
No, only now.
She wound up with Vagina Daddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, who's crying about this? Oh, okay. We'll get to this.
Happy. All right.
Okay, 23:15.
He was supposed to, as far as a dad is concerned.
Also, I guarantee you that her dad maybe did want to be part of the life, but handsome Alice did exactly what Robyn did here. I guarantee you that's what happened.
Vagina Daddy was she said like her
he was
mom
ready with
was
the
the
camera.
favorite wife. She was the honeymoon wife. They had a honeymoon relationship. So why would your biological dad be coming around when handsome Alice is, you know?
Oh, she's no nonsense. You don't step foot in here. It's tender.
Oh yeah, I'm not messing with handsome Alice.
Oh no.
I mean, that midwife. What was her name? Midwife Teresa?
No, Beverly. It wasn't. But we should learn her name
because she took a full splash zone because
has, like,
she
Robyn
wasn't gonna
DNA like in her now.
Down her cleavage. Oh.
Remember when we did that crossover on Corey and Carly's podcast and they both wore ponchos?
That was amazing.
Just for us. For an audience of two.
Okay, 23:18.
When I was little, my parents got a divorce. He lived with
Okay, is this a picture of Robyn or is this handsome Alice? Because I genuinely thought because the picture looks like it's from like the 70s. Okay.
It's for sure Robyn.
Strong jaw. I mean,
that's how I know. Like her head is full square.
Okay.
She is geometric in this photo.
I've not been doing that.
When I was little, my parents got a divorce. He lived with one wife in another city, and then my mom lived alone. I remember confronting my biological father, saying, "What happened? Why?" All he really did was just make a bunch of lame excuses as to why he wasn't there for me when I was young. And it just sucked. To Kody, I'm like, "Hey, listen, you don't want to be this guy. I know you're hurting, but you don't want to be this guy." But I'm struggling.
I text one of my kids and they send back notes saying, "You are a piece of trash.
I love it.
Never speak to you again anyway."
Do you think he's being a little hyperbolic there?
Yes.
I just don't see any of the kids.
You are a piece of trash. I never want to see your face again. Come on.
I just don't see that as being the response. Like, I feel like most of the kids, I just don't think that would be the response. I think that they probably said something very mature and eloquently written. And Kody's, they just called me a piece of shit.
And it's very like, he probably said something and they're probably like, well, that's something, I can't see them saying you're a piece of trash. They're probably like
one little thing out of it.
For saying, this about my mom or whatever it might be. But no, I mean, come on. 24:02.
Sorry again. I love watching Robyn's acting beats as she keeps trying to switch it over to like the correct conversation and seeing her face and like the horror in her eyes as she's trying to like work her way back out of this. I mean, it's like, impressive.
Come on. She's trying to get him back on, but then she's also trying to think at the same time. And that's not Robyn's strong suit,
off the cuff.
A lot. Yeah. She should have taken some of, hung out with Meri and her friends. That fun improv night.
Oh my God. All right. He's about to say they had betrayed me inadvertently, maybe.
Inadvertently, maybe.
But they're kids and they're trying
to. They're adults.
Also, you have three living adults. You have three adults living at your house. Yeah. Also, he just said they're adults. Bye-bye.
They're adults. Let's remember that.
adults.
When Dayton and Aurora and Brianna, when they come on the screen and when they have something to say, they're adults.
Oh, you feel
They're
so bad for
fair
them.
game.
I said, not Dayton. He seems to really want to get the fuck away from this. And so does Solomon. Every time you see Solomon, he's like, I don't want this.
Yeah. Yeah, don't.
Yeah, no, okay.
Yeah.
Kids, though.
I know.
They're still young.
But they have animosity. I do not want to talk to a person who sits there with with so much contempt.
They need you.
Oh God, the
That
acting.
was rough. That was pretty. They need you.
She like put the vibrato on it. I need you. She practiced that in the mirror, like with the hat and gloves. I need you. Grabbing onto his coat.
Totally.
Oh,
She touches his face at some point too, I think.
They are purposefully leaving me out of
Keeps
their
saying
lives.
purposefully, and I feel like that's not, isn't it purposely? Purposefully? Is he correct and I'm wrong?
with purpose.
Purposely. Purposefully.
You could say
he's right.
You could say both, maybe.
He sounds like he's really tripping over it each time he says it.
Yeah.
To punish me for a crime I did not commit. Experience with COVID. 1, 2, 3 divorces.
Oh God.
Family, the different directions, all the secrecy, all this upheaval, all this damage, all this tearing us apart. I don't know how we fix it or when we fix it or whether we fix it. It's like we want to sit down with you, Dad, and blame you for everything that happened.
Yeah.
There's more respect.
Oh, I'm having a hard time,
You gotta earn it.
like, feeling like losing respect for you a little bit. It's just, I'm trying to be careful, honest, but
Robyn, do you know something I did wrong besides not falling madly in love with their mothers?
Okay, first of all, not falling madly in love with their mothers is something you did wrong. That's horrible that you did.
Yeah.
That is a horrible thing. And then this would have been Robyn's opportunity right here. Robyn, do you see anything that I did wrong? Okay, Robyn, if you want a redemption arc, then you have to lean on him. But no, her answer here is no.
Well, and it's like you can say, no, no, your mistake was trying to work on something for too long that wasn't working. Like
you think
with the lives. Like he fell out of love with them. And that's going to happen. That's why 60% of marriages around the world or in the US don't last, right? But he won't even like admit that. Like it is weird, to Meri's credit, that he talks about not being in love with them or that he married them without loving them. Like,
well, this seems to be the new angle.
Fall back instead of like I fell out of love with them. Situations change. I met the love of my life.
Because he's trying to hurt them. Because he's trying to hurt them because of social media. But like I lost it. All right, well, anyway, let's go.
All right, 25-24.
Okay, I'm sorry, but there's two sides to all of it, okay? I know that you weren't perfect in those marriages. They weren't either, okay? I'm not but I'm not. But I don't think
let's go from there. But every one of those kids who has shut me out is blaming me for what happened.
Because you're the father.
Which is a bunch of crap.
That's just
I don't need to sit down with them and have to defend you.
Robyn's now acting like she wasn't in on that, like, you know,
like what?
Defending of Robyn. She's like, well, I mean, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. Okay.
I do, but I do love knowing that the kids openly say, no, we hate her. We hate Robyn.
Yeah, it's Robyn's fault.
Yeah. Yeah. I love knowing that. I'm going ahead.
26-23.
Okay, here we go. There's always a little air at the air. Oh, we're going to check in with Christine, I think.
Okay. Usually after I have a date, I don't say anything or anything like that. But
okay, here we go.
I just had a date with this guy, David. We've been talking for like a month. I signed up for a dating website that is for people with kids. It's crazy. I was so excited. The first time that I got on, I met David. His pictures were beautiful. It was him with these eyes. Pictures do not do him justice. His eyes.
This is the opposite of how I am after even a good date. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I was just going to ask you, do I sound like this?
No.
Okay.
You're not as negative as I am, though. I find fault in everything. But no, this is like, also, why is she
I don't sound like this when I'm like gushing over.
No, you don't talk about you don't talk about that.
Okay.
But it's just,
and also this
so
is so stupid too. They're like, here's some folded towels. Pretend like you're folding them. Like she's taking them out of the basket and they're folded already.
It's just, and other podcasts were saying this, like just from last week, that like we're all happy for Christine, but like we've already seen your wedding. So like we already know. And you talked a lot about him during the 2-part wedding special too. So like we don't need this really, but I am happy for Christine, especially the juxtaposition out of Kody being like, I never loved her.
Oh, right.
Okay,
yeah.
Beautiful. And I
27.
told him, oh my gosh, we're walking into the restaurant and I go, I just have to tell you, I think your eyes are beautiful. Just like that. And so we met up at a breakfast place and we sat down at a table. He was like, this is kind of far away. Let's get closer to each other. I'm like, okay. So we scooted our chairs closer to each other and we just started talking about everything. Anyway, it went so great. At this point, I'm still just not interested in dating. I was married to Kody for 30 years.
What house is Janelle at here? Because I'm pretty sure that this is the spinach rhubarb house.
I just said that. I'm like, spinach? Are those greens?
Oh.
Is that a rhubarb? Yeah, this looks like Janelle's old backyard where Kody came over.
What are we doing here?
I don't know. Or maybe
fine.
Actually, you know what? It might be
Garrison's house?
Garrison. Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't she like she was gonna
she had that garden, but I don't think that's this house. I can get this really looks like that house that they lived in.
It really does, yeah. Oh, and Janelle has like a bowl. What is she picking with a metal bowl?
I don't know, but I do
like
actually
not a
believe
basket,
that
a tote.
Janelle is shown doing yard work. I genuinely believe that she was doing. What happened?
Sorry, Joan's deceased husband Michael from the Golden Bachelor just like almost flew into my window. There was a huge hawk that just swooped down.
Oh no, Jody.
God. Hi. Oh no, John, I think is his name. Hi, John. Okay, I'm closing the blinds because I'm getting blinded here. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's starting to when my office was turned that way, it always used to do that. I fucking hated it.
The seasons are changing, Amanda.
Oh my god, it's late.
Who knew? 2732.
I used to call the roller coaster ride, and I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to be me and do me and like pursue my own things.
Oh, go get him, Janelle.
I can go to bed when I want. I can get up when I want. I can do
Girl, you and me, Janelle.
Oh,
yep, she's raking. That's her old house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's easy
different outfit
and
there.
It's fun and it's exciting because I can do what I want to do. But anyway, we just had this date, and he's a man. He's not a guy. He's not a dude. He's a man.
Shots fired. Love it. Because that is the meanest thing you can say to Kody too, is like go after his manhood. Same with my ex-boyfriend. Like was like if you insult their masculinity, it's just like the worst fucking thing you can do. So Christine's like, he's a man, like a real man.
Man, he takes
care of
his kids. Yeah. 2811.
Happened in like 6. And it killed me to just tell him I had 6 kids only. We've already planned our second date. I'm just telling you that straight up. It's everything I've been looking for. I'm just saying, I'm putting it all on the line on second date. If I can't say who I am, I live polygamy. That's part of, like a really big part of me. And Janelle's kids and my kids all together. I claim Janelle's kids as my kids. And I'm going to do things with Janelle for the rest of my life. And he probably needs to know that. Just saying.
Oh, back to Robyn.
I don't want to judge Kody, but at the same time, I feel like you just have to let your kids know you're there. If I were him, I would be calling, emailing, texting, maybe showing up, flying out there, whatever.
Every one of those kids who has shut me out is blaming me for what happened, or you. So what I do, just say, oh, okay, you can call Robyn whatever you want.
No, you can say they can talk to me. I would love to work it out with each of them. Any of them that have an issue.
Where this hate for Robyn came from, I don't know, but it's like, if I can't.
Sounds like they've been telling you, though. It sounds like you definitely know.
Yeah, where have you been? They've given you literally every single reason. They laid it out for you very simply.
Also,
With
do you
and
not
without
read your
emotion,
Instagram comments? Because we do. And they're all laid out for you there, too.
Robyn never did anything to you. That's kind of the point. She never did anything with or for us or to us. Yeah, it was just you and her. You left all of us. Why he can't admit even the slightest bit of wrongdoing is infuriating.
Yeah, no, this is Kody's worst episode, I think. Ever.
She never did anything to you.
2932.
I just loved her and I didn't love your mother. Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's a major problem.
Yeah.
Having a hard time with this, and I don't want to pile on. I know you're going through a lot. I know that you're going through a lot. I see you struggling. I see you angry. And I'm dealing with my own grief about it. It's just,
In this moment, I can tell you right now that Robyn she just took a little moment there. And she's like, okay, he's letting me kind of talk here. So now, and then she immediately thought of something sad. Because now she's trying to get the waterworks going. So she's like thinking of like sad things, like women not having babies when they have a perfectly good womb.
Yeah, she is thinking of like handsome Alice dying, like something in her mind of like
a dog entering her house.
And Amanda, she's not good at improv. So she's having to like, she doesn't have any fillers. So she's just waiting. It's her, and she's hoping, she's kind of giving eyes to Kody, like, jump in here. Now you talk.
Yeah, no, say something sad. Say something sad.
Your line.
I need to get this because I just.
And Cody's lost the script because he's actually believing it now. So he's lost.
No, he's on his own tangent now.
This situation. When I get over that, those children who are open to me will get my attention.
Well, don't you think you could do a little bit of communication?
He's like, we didn't talk about this.
To let him know.
I know. That was like 5 whole seconds of being like,
wait, are you serious? Or this is the second week in a row, I think. That is Cousin Eddie, Christmas vacation at the Christmas table. And Clark's like, I saw on the news that Santa Claus is flying over New York City. And he's like, you serious, Clark? That was Kody's you serious, Clark moment.
Yeah.
Where he's like, what? And then you can see where he like comes back around. He's like, oh, okay.
Okay, so we're going to follow this. Okay, all right.
Right.
We're going to follow this line of thought now.
30-28.
Have you been trying to communicate with them?
Gabriel, yes, I have.
Any of the other kids?
Hunter, but I'm received with total contempt.
Yeah, get him on her.
Here with a broken heart over these people who have shut me out.
So he's got 2 out of the 18 kids.
Yeah.
Right?
What did I do to deserve this? Like, what did I do wrong?
That is crazy. That's a crazy thing to say. At any given moment of my life, I don't think I'd ever say, what did I do to deserve this? Because I can always at least put some accountability on myself in any situation.
They've told you were at let's just take one thing. You were at Robyn's house for all of COVID.
Yeah.
For a year and a half.
You shouldn't have done polygamy. You
that.
could even just say that. Like, I chose to do this.
Okay. So there's 2.
Yeah.
I married Christine even when I saw that the sight of that chubby girl with the plate full of nachos dripping all over her body.
Enough to my stomach a lot. Yes.
To say I was disgusted would be an understatement. Okay, so that's 3. Not going to Isabel's surgery. 4. Almost killing Truly. 5.
Yes, there you go.
Like what we can go on and on. Forgetting Gabe's birthday. Calling their mom the Teflon Queen.
I forgot about that. Trying to get Gabe and Garrison to move out of the house because they're adults bye-bye during COVID, even though Garrison was about to get a down payment for a house.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think that Kody, when he thinks of like his faults, I don't think that truly almost dying even enters his brain as something that was potentially his fault. Like, I think he just like, no, she had a touch of flu. I already said that.
Well, And Aspen was supposed to be checking on her and
Yeah.
like putting her to bed and like doing all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
If Truly was thirsty, she's just like Howie the Crab. If Truly was thirsty, she would have had something to drink. Okay. Not my fault.
No one even told him where to get the water.
We could
Like,
really
what is he
go
supposed
on.
to like bring the hose in from outside to refill her little sippy cups? I mean, she's supposed to know this kind of stuff.
I love this little improv exercise that we're doing right now because I feel comfortable in it because there's so much to pull from.
Yes.
It's easy.
Yep, picking us. Look at everyone else in the comments is improving with us. Like, what? Everything.
Saying you never loved their mothers. They didn't have a pond. It's not a pond.
That's right.
Jody, sweater.
When you moved out of Lehigh without letting the kids say goodbye.
Uh-huh.
Who likes being part of a
being
family?
Guess what? Guess what? You can't tell anyone either. Ah.
The dance dad.
I made a list.
Yeah.
The dance. It's just really
11-day honeymoon. 11-day honeymoon's the other one.
11-day. Janelle was pissed about
What
that.
about what he stuck around to get some granola, Cody, some granola bars when she is about to have that baby.
I thought of one. When he made Meri divorce him so that he could marry Robyn and then give her kids health insurance.
But and then
Getting
when
Robyn
Meri
getting
was
Robyn pregnant in the house with everyone else.
Oh, that's right. What about when Meri was gonna be like their witness to their wedding, but then they changed their mind and they just wanted to like do it themselves.
That's right.
And then she was like, "Oh, good news! I've decided that I would like to attend your wedding." They're like, "Oh,
it's not even going to be anything." But then we actually see the cameras show them, and they're like, they show up, and they're like, "Let's make this a romantic thing." Yeah. Okay. Well, we could really go on.
I mean, the list goes on and on.
What did I do? I can't figure it out. Okay, what's the timestamp here? I'm gonna pee my pants.
30:52.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a total betrayal. It's not about the divorce. I'm not even talking about their mothers.
I know, but they're getting caught in it. They're getting.
He's not talking about their moms, you guys.
Is not true or is one-sided.
Well, they can be mad at their mothers 10 years from now when they want a relationship.
They need you.
When they're bitter old housewives.
All they have to do is.
That was another acting. They need you in their life.
Yep. But they need you.
It is her hair.
I mean, the list.
Her hair. His hair is the crime you are forgetting.
Yep. Knighting Caleb, taking Robyn's kids to Disney.
Forgetting not
dress.
just Knighting Caleb, but then subsequently forgetting the ring ceremony at Caleb and Maddie's wedding.
Hey, speaking of rings, melting Meri's ring down.
Someone said that up there too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This chat is going. This chat's hot.
Yeah. Also, that thing where Janelle got an inheritance from her dad passing away, and then Kody. It must have been purely just a timing coincidence that he decided to get back together and treat Janelle better. So she moved back home with her children, and then they bought the
almost out. I thought of a recent one for Meri when he took Meri to Flagstaff and then told her, "I promise that if you just make this easy and we move here, we'll have a new beginning for the two of us." And then going on camera and being like, "I never loved that bitch."
Right. And then he also told Christine that moving back to Utah would be a great idea. And then in front of the whole group, changed his mind. And then Meri told her to just go look at them.
Right. Telling Christine that he was going to support her in the move to Utah and then brought her out to the mountain and then was like, I didn't know what you thought
not sticking up for Christine to his friend, Almost Asian Ken.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God. That was so long ago.
Yeah. It's because... us ladies, when we're like getting our periods.
It was a period thing. He brought it up at dinner later that night, in fact, in front of a bunch of people they didn't know. All right, I've lost it.
31:18.
Oh my God, shit. Hang on. Gotta get back there. It's okay. We got this.
Janelle having to give up her teepee. Hilarious. You guys are so funny.
All they have to do is pick up the phone and call, he just said. So we don't even need to get into that. We all know our opinions on that.
Right.
It's just weird.
Are we at the last Thanksgiving part right now?
Meri was here with our Thanksgiving, and
no, I'm in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I'm at like 31:28-ish. He's about to go to
I just loved her.
Christine's house before she left.
So there's the guilt.
He's about what?
There.
Sorry, say your timestamp again because now I can see it.
Okay, let's just go 31:30. Let's see where you're at.
So I should be at 34. I got it. I got this.
It's just that you're going through a lot.
Got it. Okay.
Listen,
It's
when
good
the
enough.
time is right, I'll finally feel forgiving. I hope. But it doesn't take anything for me to just get forgiving and then to
Not even
have
like
one of these.
like getting on your knees and asking God for help, or
Well, yeah, I'm pretty desperate.
because I know
But it
that
takes more than just that. It's going to take a change of heart with me. It's all so complicated that I can't make sense of it. And when I go to God, there's still a wall for me. Well, I've completely lost my religion, which is sad.
we're sisters.
Sisters from the same mister.
This is so
She's a
gross
sister
now just
from
saying
the
this.
same mister, and he's a brother from another mother.
I feel like Kody was a very present dad in a lot of ways. To truth be told, that was what made me fall in love with Kody. Seeing him be present with his kids.
Does everybody remember Robyn?
Yes.
Do you guys like Robyn?
Yeah.
Well, Robyn likes us.
Well, Robyn likes us.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about her becoming part of the family?
It's like,
God, and the way that everyone just like took them into, and for him to say they never did when there's literally 19 seasons showing otherwise.
force of her being forced down everyone's fucking throat.
Mm-hmm.
But he's so hurt by some of the children's rejection and anger because he's just like, wait a minute, I was there for you. Why is your rejection of me is so drastic? It doesn't fit what has happened.
You know anybody who's gone through 3 divorces in
No, the fact
like
that
really
you're-
kind of almost 1 or 2 years?
No, like Kody, I know.
I'm not looking for your pity. I'm looking for
I'm
understanding.
not. No,
Robyn.
I am. Don't
But you're losing respect for me.
That's all he's picked up from this conversation is when Robyn said she lost respect for him. That's all.
Yep.
That's all it's gonna stick in the noodle.
Absolutely.
Is that from your own experience with your father? I mean, I have not betrayed these kids.
It's a crazy thing to say.
Yep.
I needed my dad. My biological father still, like my whole life, was very absent. Did not fight for the relationship. Did not care to have one. Still doesn't really care to have one. I'll see him now and then. He'll tell me how much he loves me, but he's very absent.
The kids who are mad at me get together, and they're all colluding to, not all, but they're colluding against me.
Okay.
I wonder where he learned that word from. But he goes, I just also love knowing that this is true though, that the kids do get together and they just trash him, and it's so much fun. And I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, there's no better feeling than getting with your friends and shit talking someone that it just never gets old. Like you could just do that. And it's been years, but like it doesn't, now something new has happened and that there's nothing better. And the fact that Kody is at least aware enough to know that that is what's happening and he hates it.
But they're like colluding against me. They're venting because they're having a
reacting.
similar experience to their dad, like choosing someone else and other children over them. That's not colluding. That's like venting.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
all having a shared experience. All right.
unbelievable. His contempt for his kids.
Mhm.
Talk about it.
Listen,
3450.
their whole family is in pieces and they don't know how it's going to turn out. That's got to be hard for them. Don't you see that?
She's so cute.
Oh, I see that.
And
And
it's
I can
really
be forgiving
tough
of it
and
completely, Robyn.
It's tough in separations and divorces. People drag their kids into it.
Oh, kind of like you.
Yeah.
It's complicated. Kids get very mixed up in their heads.
What do you want me to do? I've reached out to him.
I don't want to judge Kody, but at the same time, I feel like, and I don't think Kody should be accepting it. I think that Kody should be camping out on their doorsteps and saying, hey, you're going to talk to me.
Well, Kody can't go and camp out on their doorsteps because Areola won't let him fucking leave your house. He told that cute story last week.
No, that's not true. Robyn wouldn't allow it.
No, I did not. That wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, except for you saying that Kody couldn't. Well, she didn't say it, but Kody said he couldn't go for Isabel's surgery because he has other children back home, that he can't be away.
Yes, that's right.
And
he wanted to be away from Ari and Saul.
2 days. That's all they can do.
Well, Solomon doesn't seem to give a shit if Cody's there or not. Again, he always looks spooked.
Yeah. I doubt any of Robyn's children. That's it. But I do feel badly for them. Okay, 35-45.
That's just what you got to do. Is, when you care about someone, it's just say, hey, you need to talk to me. Kody, honey, yes.
They rehearse this.
Your kids need you. They need you in their life.
God, she knows how to manipulate him. This is making him feel like a man.
Exactly. Like, it's like they need, like, they can't survive without you. You make things better.
Yep.
Did it go to a commercial there for you? Because it kind of did for me, and then it went immediately through.
Yep, and then it's going to go right to it. So we're at 36:05 on our end. God, he just got like a heart on over that. He's like, they do need me.
They need me. They need me.
I feel like in Cody's head, hold on, pause 1 second. I feel like in Cody's head, I can't believe I just thought about this. Cody's inner monologue is Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage in what?
The Declaration of Independence.
What was that?
National Treasure.
Oh,
National Treasure. Like I feel like that's like when he's driving, he's like, I'm on my way to the casino. I'm gonna bring home some bacon.
My favorite Nick Cage is Con Air. Like a face-off, leaving Las Vegas. Always a classic.
How did I not know you're a big Cage head? Were you just like rattled off his IMDb?
Wicker Man?
I know maybe Raising Arizona, maybe. And I know National Treasure. That's it.
Nicolas Cage is like a huge deal.
Yeah, but I can never name a movie.
You couldn't name Face Off or Con Air?
Never seen them.
Con Air.
Face Off. Okay, I'm gonna guess what Face Off is. Face Off is
John Travolta's also in it.
Oh.
So that will give you context. But they're equally in it together.
One is a felon and one is a law enforcement officer.
And they're
paired together to save the world.
No, in fact, one is a villain and one is a cop, but they do surgeries so that they take their face off and they switch.
What?
It's like a Freaky Friday.
It's like a Supernatural? No.
You should watch that. You and Adam should watch it. I'm sure he's seen it.
They're facing off against each other.
No, they also do that.
Comes off.
But they're wearing each other's faces. And then he kind of has an incestual relationship with his own daughter. They like kind of hit on each other. Because then the daughter starts being sexually attracted to like Nick Cage as John Travolta.
Okay, we're getting a slew of Nick Cage movies. Face Off. Corey and Carly say The Rock.
The Rock is great.
Renfield, Snake Eyes.
Peggy Sue Got Married.
Okay. I know Peggy Sue Got Married, but he plays kind of a nerd in that movie. He's kind of like a bumbling idiot. Oh, Moonstruck. Okay, I remember Moonstruck.
Honeymoon in Vegas.
Wow. Oh, Leaving Las Vegas, it said.
Oh, Date with K&K is requesting a watch along for Face Off.
Ooh.
For TRP. We could do a movie month for TRP.
Hey,
I would hate that.
I smell a cover for next week. Kody.
Dude,
I don't
Meri.
even know what the
Kody,
cover of Face Off is.
You
but
should
I'm doing
do
it.
Kody faced off with Meri as Kody in that video and swap the faces and see how evenly they. Remember how Meri
Okay.
played Kody in that Madison video? In a Tale of
Yes.
Madison. Swap
Yes.
those faces.
Okay, what about could I have him like swapping faces with his almost Asian friend Ken?
Why doesn't he swap faces with
Or
Robyn
the
Beckerman,
cross-eyed
who is
friend?
his first cousin, Preston, who's dying of cancer? Do they know that?
Oh, do they know that?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
have to pee anymore at all. Like, I think it is just
Great.
absorbed into like my entire body.
Well, also breaking in the news, Nicolas Cage's net worth just went through the roof. I don't think anyone's talked about Nicolas Cage. But in my fanfic story of Kody now, Cody's a huge Nicolas Cage fan.
Oh no, I mean it tracks. It
Like
tracks.
in his man shed or whatever, his what do they call it?
Man shed.
Man cave.
Man cave.
Is covered in Nicolas Cage memorabilia, like signed things, movie posters.
Nicolas Cage would hate him. All right, let's finish.
3613.
Kody, honey, yes, your kids need you.
Oh, she flubbed the line.
Yeah, she fucked up. She's like, damn it.
Real Maya Rudolph.
Real
moment.
I was just gonna say that.
Can I just have some time then? Can you give me enough space with this?
It's been like a year,
Without
dude.
Losing respect for me.
Yeah, I will. Yeah,
Let's just understand. It boggles my mind that I am being punished for a crime I never committed.
well, they don't understand.
What is he talking about? Did they just watch Dateline or something like the Ryan
It does
story?
boggle his
Where all
mind
of a sudden
though.
He's been accused of a crime that he didn't commit. Did you just grab that cat by the head?
But no, no, by the scruff. By that. It did kind of look like that actually, because I looked as I was dragging her up.
I fully thought you just grabbed Latrice
No, I
by
grabbed
the
her
skull
scruff.
and carried her over your shoulder. God.
She's fine. She loves it.
You guys, the comments today are cracking me up. Like I'm so glad that my Nicolas Cage fantasy just hits. Like it, because all of you get it.
It's
All
a
of
very
you are
like
like, oh yeah.
millennial and like, yeah, it's our generation and the generation older. We love a Nick Cage. He's a
God.
classic. He's like the most hilarious. He's very Jeff Goldblum in nature, where he's kind of always in a character. Reese, you're gonna unmute my mic. You're getting the fuck out of here. All right, let's play.
Okay. 36-46. Let's do it.
Didn't love their mother?
Anything that
Stop
they've been
saying
doing.
that.
God.
There's
Stop,
a
Latrice.
lot of misunderstandings through COVID. And some of them thought that you wanted to be here instead of with them, and that's why you made them.
If you can imagine such a thing.
You wanted to be here because our rules were the only ones, and then like you said that you would only be here until they all changed and apologized. And yeah.
Did Kody already say the thing where he said the two big mistakes that he made was like the COVID rules and Isabel's surgery? Has he said that yet? Doesn't he say that?
No, he hasn't talked.
Oh, he
about
hasn't said it yet.
surgery.
Okay, good. I just don't want to miss that part.
37 minutes.
It's just ridiculous.
During COVID, there's two
Oh, here we
huge
go.
mistakes I probably made. I wanted the boys to move out because they couldn't comply to the COVID rules. That just became sort of a foolish power game. And one of those mistakes was also not going to Isabel's
I mean,
surgery.
at least he fucking said it. My
Yes.
God.
Put some bad blood between a bunch of us.
Yeah.
Your marriage.
I love that. I love knowing that all of her siblings were standing, like, were openly pissed about it. Thank you.
How do you not go? And he didn't even need to
Hunter went.
go for a short period of time.
He could have.
Or I'm sorry, the
They
whole
got
time.
COVID
He could have
anyway,
gone
and
for
he
a short
wasn't
period of time.
vaccinated. The whole thing is just a loop.
Mm-hmm. I bet you he didn't even like FaceTime her every day
He
or
gave her
something,
his
or
sweater,
check in
Jody,
his sweatshirt, right?
which is like
What
a
an
thing a
ass.
boyfriend gives to his girlfriend before surgery, not a
He
dad.
won't
You can
miss
tell me.
dropping Ariola off for school.
No.
But he will miss his daughter's open torso surgery.
Yeah, she's fine.
Good guy.
Let's wait 6 more months. It's not at like a level yet where she can still walk.
Yeah.
I'm pressing play.
Can't you just wait?
It can be
37:30.
confusing for wives and kids when it comes to the husband and the father, and they can think someone is more important or someone is more loved, and I know you love all your kids. With plural marriage, it's very difficult for a dad to get one-on-one time with kids. He has to be really, really present, but then at the same time, it's still difficult just because of math, just because
Math.
time.
Tell us about math, Robyn.
Yeah.
Kids to kind of become closer to their mother.
Just last week while I was skiing, I was up there. It was nice and sunny, and I texted Gabriel.
Yeah.
And I just
Gabriel.
Oh, he wanted, hey, Gabe, guess what? I'm up here skiing. It's beautiful. You're not with me.
Yeah. Also, just the way he said it. I texted Gabriel. That's what he says. Gabriel.
Which is
Like,
the
just
nicest
disgust in
kid.
his voice. God.
I just looked at myself and I realized I look like I put my hair up like Mrs. Lovett in Sweeney Todd.
Well, we like center the show around my awful hair days lately. So I don't know what.
But I thought I was looking all cute, and I
It
looked
looks
up and I was like,
adorable.
Angela Lansbury? Oh no, that's
Oh,
me. Okay.
stop it.
Right, I'm pressing play.
38:10.
So I reached out to him. Nothing yet.
Keep trying, okay?
I promise you, he took a selfie on the mountain and sent it. And Gabe's like, "What the?
Wish you were
fuck is
here."
this?"
That's because it's
Yeah.
not safe to go there. And I'm triggering like crazy.
Oh, this is the part where they're gonna say triggering, I think 11 times in the course of 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Because they learned a therapy word.
Robyn went to therapy once.
I'm so angry about what has happened that if I talk to my kids, I'm worried that they'll trigger me with an accusation. Really, I'll be honest with you. I don't have the bandwidth
Oh.
yet to go to God in gratitude and try and fill my love tank with the Spirit of God. I'm just bitter right
That
now.
sounds so gross.
All
I'm
right.
not going to argue with you.
Dried right up.
Right now, Robyn,
Okay.
all I'll do is more
Okay,
damage.
I just want to know you're trying, okay?
Okay.
Because these relationships do need to get mended.
You know what, Robyn? We've had such a struggle with this. I'd almost rather just take some time to get in a better place with you and me, because I've been in this place for a very, very long time, and it's hurt us more than it's hurt them.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that.
Oh.
Well, so at the end, we'll wrap it up by thanking each other for coming to the table and being real.
Yeah. When I say thank you and I appreciate you doing that, that's when we're gonna start to like wrap it up, and then we're like, oh, I love you. I'm glad we can talk
And then,
about this. Yeah. And then
I
we're
just
gonna
want
go
to
and
say, I usually only watch this back to get timestamps for like the first little part, but everyone in the comments is being so like I
so
literally
funny.
will just go back, like put us out of the screen, but just read the live chat because you guys are. This is a very
Hilarious.
fun live. I feel I've had a very fun time. I've been in a very silly mood. Let's wrap this up.
39:30.
And I'm not meaning for it to come out on you. My heart is broken.
Remember how we fought?
I'm
It's
sitting here
crazy.
with the person that I love the most in the world. And my heart's still broken. What do I do with that?
And my heart's broken too.
Oh, shut up.
You react with this very special and sweet emotion that you have. I am angry. I'm angry out of my mind.
Oh, this is really cringy.
I hate this fake cry.
But I'm not trying to damage them.
No, but just keep trying. That's all I'm asking, okay?
Oh.
I've had one of my kids just said, "You're an asshole. I'm never talking to you again."
Do you think that was Garrison? I feel like that was Garrison. Because he's been saying names, and I feel like now he won't say Garrison because obviously these interviews are like way after.
Yeah, maybe.
So I bet that was Garrison. And I hope that fucking stings. Sorry to say.
Yeah, or Hunter. I could see Hunter. Maybe Madison.
Yeah, but I feel like he would have said Hunter. He said one of my kids said this.
Yeah, you're right.
He was just calling out Hunter. So I'm interested.
God.
All right.
Well, if you were my dad, I'd hate him too.
You brainwashed me. Some people think that parental-child relationships don't have to be reciprocal, but when they're adults, yeah, they do. I'm not going to reach out forever. I'm willing to make the effort but somebody else is going to have to be on the other end of that and make some effort too. I'm not going to camp out on somebody's doorstep. I really need the space to do it. I'm not fixing this today, tomorrow, or next week.
That's good philosophy to have.
With the kids who are reaching out to me and who are listening to me.
Just promise me you'll keep trying at least a little bit until you're ready. Promise?
Okay, a little bit.
Just enough, a little bit, to let them know that you still care. Please?
Okay.
They need you and you need them.
Thanks for coming down and talking to me. Before I went back in the house, I want to go back to where we were.
I think that was at the end. They're like, let's make sure that we wrap this up by explaining why the fuck we are doing this conversation outside. So Kody's like, thank you so much for coming and meeting me outside and putting on all of your clothes and when wrapping this up. Thank you. Thank you, Robyn, for coming to me. Oh, there she is. She couldn't take it anymore, Jody. Okay. I'm going to just keep playing. I think this is the end.
I know those kids need their
Hi,
dad.
Jody.
They need him. They need him to try harder. Is this right?
They need
His
to
dad.
try harder.
I don't think he realizes how important that is. He just doesn't grasp how important a dad is to a child.
All right. That's the end. Let's play into the, or you want to stop?
I just wanted to mention, when he said he doesn't realize, she said he doesn't realize how important a dad is to a child, but it seems like he understood that when he adopted your kids.
Yeah.
Huh,
Yeah.
but just not his own.
Yeah. Like
Interesting.
all he does is talk about how important it is to have your dad around to Robyn's kids.
Yep.
Let's do the coming up here.
Yay. Okay. 41, 48.
On Sister Wives. Okay, so
At least they're fast tracking this.
He's solid. And he's real. I really like him a lot. Just saying. Oh.
Gabe.
I think that Robyn definitely has a victim complex.
There's a
Boom.
lot of anger towards Robyn. You know what I mean? They're leery of Robyn.
But I'm not hopeful for a relationship with Dad and Robyn.
I don't know what this is. Oh, sorry. Shit, I touched it.
Prayers.
For me now, my prayer was just like, save me and Robyn.
My prayer was just save me and Robyn.
Yep. He can't take any more. This has been so hard on them that they only have each other, that they truly deeply love each other. Then like nothing else should matter. You should be happy that you have each other.
I want to throw up this comment because this is very much a comment that I would put as the last on our Instagram comments because it's just very to the point. And it's Jazz Nicole just writes, Robyn is trash.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
Robyn is
trash. They should text her that.
What is this in her with her like self-filming like in a closet? Like
It's so hard.
what the fuck triggered that? Okay, let's finish this up.
Triggered.
Trigger.
Special after this horrible experience of breaking up.
All right, so it sounds like it's going to be another sob show.
She's in her stupid bathroom with the weird sink. Oh God. Oh, I can't wait.
We
I'm
did
so
it.
excited.
That was
This
awesome.
show is just the best.
I think it's really awesome.
It's
I wouldn't have
really
been
awesome.
anywhere else right now at this time. Let me get
No.
the puppy. We can say
It's not just about the puppy. It's about the show. Oh,
gosh.
let's see.
she's heavy.
Oh, there she is. Oh, Whiskey.
I just woke her up.
Oh, poor
Aw.
baby. Okay, well, listen, you guys know where we're going to be next week, same time, same place. Ooh, I hear myself. Mondays, noon Central Standard Time. Check out Patreon. We're recapping all the old episodes. And when you join Patreon, by the way, you get access to all of our old episodes. So it's not just, for when you join here on out. And yeah.
You can join us on YouTube.
guys.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all
Mm.
that good stuff. You
What
all know.
else?
Leave comments, like, and subscribe. Please tell your friends. And join me every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time with Joan. We do a little weekly recap over there. We talk more about like Vanderpump.
So funny.
We get into, it's a different show.
Yeah. Oh my God, that puppy. Oh, I can't stop
She's
staring at her.
She's fluffy. And she just gave
smash that like for the puppy. Give us a little thumbs up like.
She just yawned and it was like pure puppy breath.
Oh, well, she's still a puppy, but guess what? All of you guys are still adults.
Bye. We both clicked it, didn't we? You do it. Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment, and click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast, that's patreon.com/trpod, and We Love to Hate TV, patreon.com/love to hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.